Monday Night Football is on Westwood 1.
He thinks, he turns, he dives. It is a touchdown. It is a touchdown.
Tonight, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The left end goes to the 15-10. Najee Harris leaps the man, gets to the pylon, and that is a Pittsburgh Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris, a 19-yard run, his second rushing touchdown of the year, and the Steelers are a point after away from tying.
And the Indianapolis Colts.
Ryan under center. They give off to Jonathan Taylor. Jump cutting his way. Close to the goal line. He's in there. Touchdown. I-N-D-Y. Jonathan Taylor finds the end zone in back-to-back games.
Let's head to the stadium and join Hall of Famer Kurt Warner and the voice of Monday Night Football, Kevin Harlan.
Coast to coast and around the world, welcome everyone to downtown Indianapolis, Indiana, for the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts as we wrap up Week 12 in the NFL. Steelers are 3-7. They've lost 4 in a row on the road. The Colts 4-6-1. They lost by just a point to the Eagles here last week after winning the week before in the debut of head coach Jeff Saturday in an interim role. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner. Our host is Rich Eisen from the NFL Network. He will join us from our Westwood 1 studios in Los Angeles at halftime. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the highest paid defense in pro football. They call it the $100 million defense. And you can probably rattle off the guys that are in that category, Fitzpatrick and Watt and Hayward on the line, yet they're allowing the most passing yards, and their numbers have not been very good all season defensively, which is counter to how we think of the Steelers.
Well, let's go back to Week 1 when they lost T.J. Watt, because you're talking about they've got some good players on that defense, but you need that difference maker up front is what makes a defense so special. Somebody that can force the quarterback into mistakes where Minkah Fitzpatrick, thrives on the back end. Some guy that can change the complexion of a game on 1 or 2 plays. And so they've been missing that a little bit. And obviously they haven't got great help offensively to give them a lead and allow them to pin their ears back and come after the quarterback. So to me, there's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts with this football team through some of those injuries, through the change at the quarterback position. But I do believe they've got a lot of really good young talent in which they can build around. Now it's just about trying to find some positive things to go well for them late in the year so they can build off of that moving into next season.
And you're a fan of the rookie quarterback, aren't you?
I do like what Kenny Pickett has done. I just feel like there's a little something to him, a little attitude, a little moxie, a confidence to him where he doesn't worry about throwing interceptions. He's learning on the fly, and he's okay with that. But he's been a leader for this team, even though he's very, very young. And so I like what I've seen in the early stages. I think he's only going to get better, but he's a guy that's got a great feel for the position.
Matt Ryan, after 15 years with the Atlanta Falcons, is now here in Indy. He's 37 years of age. He's won an MVP. He has played in a Super Bowl. He has been benched, in fact, for a couple games here at the Colts. 10 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. What kind of season has he had?
Well, he hasn't had a great season, but at the same time, Kevin, I don't believe he got what he signed up for. When he signed to become a part of this Colts team, I think he said, all right, I'm at a stage in my career where I'm not a 40-throw guy. Give me a run game, give me a good offensive line, give me a solid defense, and I can still do enough to lead us into championship contention. And then the first part of the year, they couldn't run the football, they couldn't block for him. He's throwing it 55 times a game. They got injuries on defense, and it's like, whoa, hold on a second. I'm not at that stage in my career, and so they've changed what they've done since the firing of Coach Reich and Jeff Saturday taking over, is that it's been about running the football and running the football a lot, keeping games close, and allowing Matt Ryan to be the complementary piece that he was brought here to be.
And the Colts defense struggling without Shaquille Leonard out for the season. Had back surgery, came back, it wasn't working, so they have shut him down for the year. So it's the Colts and Steelers tonight with our weather report sponsored by FanDuel Sportsbook. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the National Football League. Outside here tonight, 42 degrees, overcast skies, but we are inside as the terrible towels are being waved above the crowd, the heads here. Thousands of Steeler fans in this building to watch the Steelers take on the Indianapolis Colts. We've got more of our pregame show coming up, and this is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
The strength of America, our values, our way of life hasn't just been won on the battlefield. It's won every day in our communities when we come together, extending hands of compassion, service, and hope to those who need it most. For over 100 years, the American Legion has been strengthening communities across our nation by providing life-saving help and support to our veterans and neighbors during times like we're facing today. It's what the Legion's all about. From blood drives to distributing food, from responding to emergencies and protecting the most vulnerable among us. Our mission is making America's communities stronger.
We are one family, and therefore, we care.
We are the American Legion, veterans strengthening America. To learn how you can help, visit legion.org.
Hello, I'm Jose Hernandez, and I have been using a wheelchair since my accident in 1995.
My name is Andrea Delzal, and I've been using a wheelchair since I was 5 years old.
I guess if I had one message for the general public, it would be that I appreciate your help. But please, ask first.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that I've actually got everything under control.
I think people get nervous. They don't know how to act, so they pretend I'm not there.
What probably bothers me the most is when waiters talk to my companion and not directly to me.
I think everyone with a disability can relate to that parking spot problem.
We know you're just parking in a disabled spot for a second, but please, don't. We're just looking for the same respect and consideration as everyone else.
United Spinal Association is dedicated to enhancing the quality of life of people living with spinal cord injuries and disorders. Download our disability etiquette booklet at unitedspinal.org.
Back in Indianapolis for the Colts and the Steelers. Time now for our Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner to advise us what each team needs to do tonight in order to win. Sponsored by Fidelity Wealth Management. With Fidelity Wealth Management, your dedicated advisor can help you call an audible when your needs change and arise. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Two teams on the outside of the playoffs looking in tonight here in Indy on Monday night, Kurt.
Yeah, and I think they're similar teams, and the game plan for both of them has to be similar tonight. We just talked about the Colts getting back to running the football, but I think that's important for both of these teams. Jonathan Taylor, two of his three best rushing performances have come in the last 2 weeks. Najee Harris, his two best rushing performances of the year have come in the last 2 weeks as well. But it takes the pressure off your quarterbacks. Even though they're in different stages of their career, they need to be complementary pieces. Turnovers. You mentioned Matt Ryan, 9 interceptions on the year. Kenny Pickett has 8 interceptions on the year. Matt Ryan also has 11 fumbles on the year. That was a big part of the issue early. Run the football so you take the ball out of your quarterback's hands, but both of these quarterbacks have to protect the football. And then when you're looking at these offenses, there's key guys that you've got to neutralize on the other team's defenses. For Pittsburgh, obviously, you've got to slow down T.J. Watt and then Minkah Fitzpatrick on the back end. You make a mistake, he always finds a way to get the ball in his hands. On the other side, you got DeForest Buckner and Yannick Ngakoue, who can get after the quarterback. And if they're harassing Kenny Pickett all night, it's going to be a long night for the Steelers.
These are two low-scoring teams. Offensively, the Steelers, the 5th lowest scoring in the NFL, and the Colts, the 2nd lowest scoring team in pro football. Now, interestingly enough, the Colts have played some of their best football against two of the best teams in the NFL. They beat the Chiefs here early in the season, and they lost by 1 to the Eagles last week here in a game they had a chance at late. So there is something there with the Colts. At 4-6-1, they are very much in the conversation.
Well, and you look at those two games, they were low-scoring games. They were games where it was about running the football, keeping it close, and giving yourself a chance late in the game. And so that's going to be the key once again tonight.
All right, it's the Colts and Steelers. The opening kickoff is coming up from downtown Indianapolis. And you're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with the promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. So sign up today with promo code WIN for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. Arizona 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Indiana, Kansas 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghelp.com. Louisiana 1-877-770-STOP. New York 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Tennessee Red Line 1-800-889-9789. Wyoming, West Virginia 1-800-522-4700 or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
This week at Staples, save 60% on.
Thanks for your business this year.
Save 60% on.
Happy holidays, Nana.
Save 60% on.
You are cordially invited.
Right now at Staples, you can save 60% on custom printed holiday cards and invitations. So you can say, thanks for a great year, happy holidays, or come on over, all for less. For everything you need printed this holiday, go to Staples, the working and learning store. In-store and online. Ends 12/3. Exclusions and restrictions apply.
With Black Friday savings at the Home Depot, you can get top brand laundry sets with the latest tech to tackle any mess you might face this holiday, like automatic fabric and load size detection for spills of any size, from cookies and milk on your favorite holiday sweater to the toddler of the house discovering just how fun cranberry sauce can be. Make more magic this holiday season. Let your new appliances handle the mess. Final days to shop Black Friday savings and get up to 30% off, plus instantly save up to $750 on select LG laundry sets at the Home Depot. Ends November 30th. How doers get more done. Offer valid November 2nd through 30th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Dancing crew, trip for two, nailed the final interview. Game with Doug, brand new mug. Come here, kid, give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. New COVID-19 boosters designed for recent Omicron variants are now available. Learn about eligibility and schedule a free updated booster today at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
SimpliSafe was named the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News & World Report. But we don't do what we do for the accolades. We do it to protect you and everything you love. Our advanced sensors and HD cameras are powered by 24/7 professional monitoring for fast emergency dispatch. Visit simplysafe.com/holiday to get 40% off any new system today. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Welcome back to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1. It's time for another memorable moment in football history. Sponsored by NetSuite by Oracle.
First and goal, Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger and company break the huddle. The bus. And Kreider offset eye to the right. Bus the deep back. Bus gets the carry. Bettis looking. Spinning. Fumble loose. Harper's got it. He's running 10, 15. 1 man to beat at the 24 side 30. He's wig-wagging. He's going up the middle. And Roethlisberger tripped him up at the 40-yard line with 1:09 to go. Are you kidding? Wow.
Dave Sims and Bob Trumpy right here on Westwood 1 with the call of arguably one of the most famous tackles in playoff history. And it was by quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. After the Colts, Nick Harper recovered Jerome Bettis' fumble. Big Ben's touchdown-saving tackle kept the Steelers on top 21-18 late in the fourth in the 2005 AFC Divisional Playoff game. 5 plays later, Colt kicker Mike Vanderjagt missed a 46-yard field goal that would have forced overtime. So Roethlisberger's tackle got the bus off the hook And Pittsburgh rode its good fortune all the way to a 5th title, won 3 weeks later in Super Bowl 40, and they were NFL champions. That's tonight's memorable moment in football history. Sponsored by NetSuite by Oracle. Over 31,000 businesses have the confidence they need because of NetSuite. Head to netsuite.com/touchdown for a one-of-a-kind flexible financing offer. That's netsuite.com/touchdown. All right, we've had the flip of the coin here in downtown Indianapolis. The Colts won the toss, and they have elected to take the second half kickoff. So the Steelers will get it first. Kurt, when you go back in your own archives and you look at a season where maybe you were 3-7, 4-6, whatever the case was, but under 500 with about a month and a half to go, how would you approach it as a team? What was your mindset?
Well, it was tough, especially after having success in the league. It was tough to get to this point and go, man, there's really no plan for the playoffs. They probably have no way to get to the playoffs. So what do you do this last month and a half? And a big part of it was we got to start building for next year. I remember in 2007 with the Cardinals, we won our last 2 games of the year, and we felt like that catapulted us to that next year in which we went to the Super Bowl in 2008. And so that, to me, is what these teams are trying to do down the stretch. Put some good games together, start building on what they've done up to this point in the season and what they've done recently so they can have a little bit of momentum going into the offseason.
Chase McLaughlin will kick off for the Colts from right to left. T-back Steven Sims for the Steelers. And the kick is away. It bounces at the 5. It bounces just inside the pylon into the end zone on the near sideline. So it barely went through. Otherwise, had it gone out of bounds, it would have been out at the 40. But here it's a touchback to the 25 and a 1st and 10. And the quarterback is Kenny Pickett. And people forget he was a Heisman finalist a year ago.
He was, and he was a guy that threw a lot of touchdown passes, made a lot of plays inside the pocket, but also has a little something in his ability to make plays off schedule, and we've seen that also in the NFL in the early stages of his career.
From the Pittsburgh 25, Pickett's under center, 1st and 10, got the snap, spins, hands off to Harris, runs over the center of the 25, on the hash mark to 30, digs his way, he's out to the 33 of Pittsburgh. Running over the center and over the guard, and a nice gain of 8, Kurt, on 1st down for the Steelers.
And you knew that was going to be a part of what they were going to do tonight, is get Najee Harris involved early. The last 2 weeks, over 90 yards in each of those games. He is a bruiser. He can run between the tackles, and he's been getting a few big plays, which is something that he struggled to get in the early stages of his career.
Kenny Pickett will be in the shotgun from his 33, 2nd down 3. Shotgun snap, fake handoff, blocked by the left tackle, line drive throw, caught belt high, 40-yard line, and spun down. Deontay Johnson, the number 1 receiver on the numbers, 44 of the Steelers. Far side of the field, it's a gain of 11 through the air, and a Steelers 1st down.
And you talk about Kenny Pickett in college. One thing I liked about him coming out was on-schedule throws. His ability to get the ball out, know where he's going with the football. You saw it right there. Off of a quick play action, put that back foot in the ground and get it out to your receiver.
1st down and 10, Steelers opening drive of the game. From their own 44, I formation, Pickett under center, got the snap, pitches out. It's Harris to the near side, trying to run over the right tackle, and he's stoned at the line of scrimmage by DeForest Buckner, and there's no gain on the play. Running toward the near sideline, hit on the painted numbers, 2nd and 10, coming up from the Steelers, 44.
And really everything for this Colts defense starts with number 99, with no Leonard in the lineup, but that big guy has the ability to rush the passer, has the ability to go sideline to sideline, but he is a game wrecker if you allow him to be.
Shotgun formation, Steelers at their 44, 2nd down and 10. 5 in the secondary for the Indianapolis Colts. The shotgun snap is belt high. The line drive throw to the near side. It's caught with 2 hands above the helmet on the near sideline of the receiver. And for a second catch on this drive, Deontay Johnson picks up 11. He gets a 1st down. He's to the Colts 45.
Deontay Johnson against Stephon Gilmore, and I believe Deontay Johnson is one of the best in the league with his suddenness. Right there, he gives a look like he's going to run a go route, and then he puts his foot in the ground. Stephon Gilmore can't stop because he is so quick coming out of it, creating separation for his young quarterback.
Harris in the backfield by himself with 2 Pittsburgh tight ends from the Colt 45, and Pickett is under center. 2 wide left. 5 in the Colts secondary. 1st and 10 Steelers from the Indianapolis 45. The snap, the spin, the handoff to Harris over the right tackle. Bounces outside, breaks the tackle 45. Near sideline 40 and out of bounds. Into the Colt bench below us here on the near sideline. Near the 37 of Indy. That's a gain of 7. So moving right downfield, this Pittsburgh Steeler offense.
Well, and I was talking to Najee Harris. Hasn't got a lot of big runs in the early couple years of his career, but he is so tough to bring down. You saw it right there. Contact at the line of scrimmage, able to run through 2 Colts defenders and then get around the edge and pick up a nice gain.
Anthony McFarland is in. They just elevated him off the practice squad. 2nd down and 3 from the Indianapolis 38. Pickett in the gun, receiver in motion, fake handoff, dropping back 5, the right-handed rookie throws to the near side. Leaping catch made by Sims, near sideline, helmet high, belted out of bounds, near the 35 of the Colts. Looks like he's got 3 and a first down to the Indianapolis 35 in a scoreless first quarter with the Steelers on the move on a gain of 3 through the air there.
Good effort to get around the edge and reach that ball out for the first down marker. They were trying to get up over the top. The deep throw to Deontay Johnson. Good coverage on the back end. Just had to dump it off. And as I said, good job by Sims to get across the line.
Kenny Pickett is under center, 35 of Indianapolis. With the running back McFarland, 1st and 10 Pittsburgh. Wide receiver in motion, snap, spin to the left, handoff McFarland, runs laterally, breaks 1 tackle, breaks another tackle, flags thrown, takes it over the left tackle, crosses the Colt 35 to the Indy 34. A gain of 1 as it stands here.
Holding, offense number 65. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
And Kurt Warner, that's the starting Pittsburgh left tackle, Dan Moore.
And the one thing that you don't want, you talked about how this drive has almost been picture perfect. Run on first down, gain a few yards, some quick throws, get the ball out of your young quarterback's hands, stay ahead of the chains so you don't put yourself in a long yardage situation. Let's see if they can get some of this back here on first down so they don't find themselves in a 3rd and long.
Running back now is Benny Snell. They've used 3 different running backs on this drive. 1st and 20 with the penalty from the Colt 45. Pickett is under center, looks at a 4-man front. He gets the snap now in the gun, going back, 4-man rush. He's at midfield. He moves left. He cuts right now. He runs 50, 45, cuts outside, breaks a tackle on the sideline, 40 to the near sideline, the 36 of Indianapolis, and runs into the Colt bench with a scramble of 8, bringing up 2nd down and 12. From the 37 now, coming up for Pittsburgh. Game opening drive, no score, clock ticking, 10:40. Kurt, they've had 5 plays of 7 yards or more.
Right, and so if you don't put yourself, behind the sticks with that holding penalty, that's exactly what you want. 4 or 5 yards of play, keep getting first downs. Nice job there by Kenny Pickett to buy a little bit of time and create a nice play.
37-yard line of the Colts. It's 2nd down and 12 for the Steelers. Shotgun formation. There it goes to Pickett. Drops back. Gets a right tackle block. There's a line drive down the middle. Caught and tackled at the 30-yard line is the tight end, Pat Freiermuth. Freiermuth makes the grab. It's a gain of 10, making it 3rd and 2. They spot the ball at the 27-yard line of the Colts. He caught that ball chest high, was hit between the hash marks as he threw down the middle of the field, and the tight end was in motion.
Good tight coverage, but even a better throw right out in front of his tight end. Nice job to pick up 8 on the first play, pick up 10 right there, and put yourself back in a 3rd and short situation.
McFarland is back in as the running back, 27 of Indy. Pittsburgh 3rd and 2, shotgun formation. The snap, the drop back, cocks his right arm, throws far sideline, leaping, knock away. It was for Sims and broken up by Kenny Moore on the far sideline at about the 29-yard line of Indy. So it's incomplete. It's 4th and 2. And they're going to try for a field goal. Should they have gone for it here? You like the chance of getting 3 on the board early.
I like getting 3 on the board when you know it's going to be a low-scoring game. Kenny Pickett was just a little late on that throw. He had Sims right off of a little rub play that they ran inside, but late allowed Moore to get there and knock that ball away at the last second.
Here is Matthew Wright to try a 45-yard Steeler field goal. We're indoors, no wind. Holding is Harbin, the punter. The snap is there. The right-footed kick is away. It is Endo Barrett. It's got the length, and it is good. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have scored on their opening possession. Moving downfield, a 45-yard field goal. And 3-zip, they're on top with the 9.5-minute mark left in the first quarter. With a reminder that for every field goal made tonight and throughout the remainder of the season, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol shaving cream, an American original for over 100 years. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 3-0 Steelers, 9:27 first quarter. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
When the forgotten poor are suffering and in need of healing, they wait for a ship unlike any other. Mercy Ships, the largest floating civilian hospital in the world, with volunteer medical staff and crew who donate their time to save lives. Heroes of mercy, like these.
Every human being has the right to be treated as human, to have a place at the table of the human race.
If you could just see the look in that patient's eyes or the smiles that you get when life has been changed, then it would make it all worth it.
We bring hope and healing to one person, but that person belongs to a family, and that family belongs to a community.
Together, these heroes of mercy and friends like you bring hope and healing to those who desperately need it.
Thank you! Thank you!
To learn more about Heroes of Mercy, go to mercyships.org today.
After my father was on a ventilator for 20 days due to COVID, he had so many medications, it really was daunting.
According to the National Institutes of Health, 30% of hospital admissions in older adults are drug-related, like taking meds at the wrong time. Hero simplifies medication management.
I'm so thankful that something like this exists. It holds up to 10 different medications. It's all on an app, and you can share that app with a caregiver. So I can make sure that he got his meds, is he missing a dose of his meds.
Hero Health's smart pill dispenser alerts and delivers pills with the push of a button.
It is really so easy to use and a literal lifesaver.
Try Hero Health risk-free for 30 days. Get free contactless delivery. Call 800-420-7550. 800-420-7550. That's 800-420-7550. Hero. Medication managed.
Welcome back to Indianapolis, where the Steelers have just taken the opening kickoff, worked their way downfield, got a 45-yard field goal for Matthew Wright to take a 3-0 lead. Now Wright for the Steelers will kick off from the 35 to our left. The ball is kicked down the middle. Grabbed there by Isaiah Rodgers at the 1. On the numbers, the 10. Far side, 15. Breaks a tackle, 20-25. He's past the 30 on the painted numbers across the way near the 35-yard line of Indianapolis. And so the third-year defensive back out of UMass returns at 34, which sets things up for their 37-year-old quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan. 1st and 10. Colts at their own 34.
And you have to believe they're going to come out like they have the last couple games under Jeff Saturday, the former center, and say, hey, we are going to win and establish the line of scrimmage by running the football.
In the shotgun, Ryan from his Colt 34. Moving right to left. Shotgun snap. Fake handoff. Line drive throw. Dropped and bobbled and deflected. And was it picked up on the ricochet? Nope. Incomplete. It looked like Montrevious Adams, the nose tackle, almost got that ball after it went off the gloved hands on a ricochet of rookie receiver Alec Pierce. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
That was an RPO, the run play called, but they stacked the box. So Matt Ryan goes to his one-on-one on the outside, and Levi Wallace is beating Pierce to the football, taps it up in the air. Matt Ryan lucky that thing found the turf.
Once again in the gun, it is 2nd down and 10 for the Colts. They're at their own 34. Ryan's got 4 receivers deployed. Looks over a 3-man front, now 4. Here comes the 4-man rush, shotgun snap. Ryan moves up, breaks a tackle, short pass, and a diving interception is made by James Pierre on a dive at the hash mark. And will they say the ball's down? Yes, he got the ball, 38-yard line, middle of the field on the hash with a diving interception on a short pass by the Colt quarterback, Matt Ryan. And Pittsburgh will take over, 1st and 10 at the Colt 38.
Well, we knew interceptions were going to be important, but this is an interesting play because the Colts had 2 receivers in the exact same area. So Pierce had beaten his guy, and that's what Matt Ryan saw. And then Pierre came off of Doolin from the outside and made the interception. I don't know if he should have been there if Doolin should have cleared him out in that particular case, but Matt Ryan's thrown it away from Pierce's defender, and the other defender comes from the outside and makes the interception.
So they line up in the pistol. The Steelers get it already with a 3-0 lead from the 38 of the Colts. The shotgun snap, the fake handoff. Pickett is rolling and throws a pass, and a backpedaling catch is made by wide receiver Cody White. Cody White makes the grab, belt high on the far sideline, and he picks up 2 on the play. He's down to the 36-yard line of Indianapolis, making it 2nd down and 8. Today is Cyber Monday with only 27 days until Christmas. The United States Postal Service is delivering for America. Get holiday ready at USPS.com/holidays. Interception on a dive on a short Ryan pass up the middle. Pittsburgh has it from the 36 of Indy. 2nd and 8. Under center Pickett. Hands off to the running back. And this is Harris over the left guard. Crossing the 35. And down to the Colt 34 on a gain of 3. Bringing up 3rd down and 5. Our clock at 8:19. Ticking in the first. And a 3-0 Steeler lead.
In a game that we expect to be low scoring, these are huge moments right here. The turnover in your own territory. And now the defense having to come up big and force a field goal attempt, not letting them get 6 points on the board.
Lining up in the shotgun with a 3rd and 5 is the quarterback Pickett. Looking through that black face mask. He's at the 34 of the Colts. 3rd down 5 in the gun. 2 tight ends. Here's a 4-man rush. Shotgun snap. Gets a block from the left tackle. Runs out of the pocket the 40. On the numbers 35. Gets a block at the 30. Cuts inside the 25. He's on the hash mark and down to the Colt 23. Running for 9. On that 3rd and 5. It's a Steeler first down. And put him at the 24 of Indianapolis.
Well, we've seen this twice tonight. We talked about it. He's not a guy that's going to run around. They're not going to put a bunch of quarterback run plays in for Kenny Pickett, but he is athletic enough to be able to ad-lib and create plays with his arm or with his feet, and we've seen a couple nice scrambles already early in this game.
First down and 10. In the shotgun from the Colt 24 after the interception. Pickett will get the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He'll get a left tackle block. He's hit once. He's hit twice and sacked. Back at the 29. Grabbed there by Stewart and hit by Yannick Ngakoue, who comes up with another sack this season. 7th of the year. They lose 5, and they're back at the Indianapolis 29. The Steeler quarterback sacked in a loss of 5.
Going with a longer developing play right here, trying to find his tight end on the 2nd level. And just not enough time right there with the pass rush. 3 or 4 blue jerseys before Ngakoue gets there.
3rd down, make it 2nd down and 15. Under center from the 29 of Indy. Pickett gets the snap for Pittsburgh. Hands off to Harris. Runs over the left tackle and is drilled as he got down to the 27 on a gain of 2 and tackled by Stephon Gilmore on the far side of the field. They're down to the Colt 26. Kurt Warner, a 3rd and 13 coming up for Pittsburgh.
Really good tackle right there by the vet, Stephon Gilmore. There was a huge opening there, and if he gets past Gilmore, he may walk into the end zone. Nice job by the vet cornerback, getting low and taking the big back down.
Running back change. Anthony McFarland is in. Just called off the practice squad. 3rd down and 12. Pittsburgh is at the Colt 26 after an interception. Kenny Pickett, rookie out of Pitt, is in the gun. Shotgun snap is knee high. Blitz is on. He's hit and brought down. Back at the 39. Coming through Ngakoue again. Yannick Ngakoue shooting through and untouched. Ran at the quarterback with impunity. Losing 12 on the sack. The Colt defense does their job. After the Ryan interception, the loss is back to the Indy 38. They're going to punt. The punting team out there for the Steelers. They cannot cash in.
And you say, how do you leave Yannick Ngakoue free to the quarterback? But nice blitz there by the Colts. The linebackers walked up tight to the line of scrimmage, forcing the offensive line to have to step down to take the linebackers, defensive end free. Kenny Pickett just has to do a better job of knowing where his quick throw is and getting rid of that football.
Pittsburgh will punt with Presley Harvin. Deep back is Dallas Flowers. The punt is high. It was almost saved at the 1 on a dive by Cody White. But he and the ball go tumbling into the blue-painted end zone to our right. A 38-yard punt, net of 18. Touchback to the 20. Colts will get their 2nd possession when we come back. Pittsburgh leads on a game-opening 45-yard field goal. First quarter clock at 4:58 from Indy. Steelers 3-0 over the Colts. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get him a shirt from Untuck It. Now get up to 50% off at the Cyber Monday sale and even deeper discounts on some of our favorite styles happening now at Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep them looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with a gift of their super soft flannels and wrinkle-free shirts. So don't miss the Cyber Monday sale on now at your nearest Untuck It store or at untuckit.com. Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Did you know Hulu Plus Live TV is the ultimate entertainment package that you need this football season? It has over 75 live channels with sports like NFL games, plus Hulu's entire streaming library. On top of that, it now comes with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. More content to watch. With unlimited DVR at no additional cost, you can record your favorite shows. It's like cable, only better. Live TV plan required. Restrictions apply. Access content from each service separately and select ESPN Plus content via Hulu. Learn more at hulu.com.
Will they find a home? Sponsored by Geico. Steve is intrigued by the paranormal.
Otherworldly spirits really make a house a home, you know?
Janice has different taste.
I'd like my house to not be haunted.
Compromise is tough, but these two won't have to compromise when they bundle home and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and they could save even more. In the end, Steve and Janice found a renovated Victorian that's only haunted from 9 to 5.
Okay, wife's home. You're going to bounce.
Bye, Steve.
Bundling without compromise at Geico.com.
This season, for the first time, you can hear every Westwood One NFL broadcast stream live for free. Catch all the action on the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, or via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. All sponsored by AutoZone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light and the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Offensive issues for the Colts. Struck them there. No team has allowed more sacks and turned the ball over more times than the Colt offense.
Well, that's for sure. And, a big part of it has been, Matt Ryan and the fumbles that he's had because the offensive line hasn't held up the way they expected them to. And then, as I said on the last play, it was a miscommunication to me with two receivers in the same area. I don't really put that interception on Matt Ryan, but of course it goes on his stats.
From the 20-yard line after the Pittsburgh punt, it's 1st and 10. Ryan in the gun, flanked by Taylor. High snap, gets the, and then hands off to Taylor. Runs over the right tackle on the hash from the 25 and up to the 26, where he's brought down by Alex Highsmith. It is a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. And for Ryan, his 13th giveaway, that's tied for the second most in the NFL this season.
Well, again, not what they expected bringing Matt Ryan here, but they were throwing the ball a whole bunch early, and obviously when you throw the football, a lot of bad things can happen.
Ryan under center from the 26, 2nd down and 4, his own 26, and a handoff to Taylor again, this time over the left guard, got a yard. And Curdy's out to the Colt 27-yard line. Tune in to watch the excitement of the NFL Sunday on Fox. Check your local listings for games and times in your area. 3rd and 3, Kurt, coming up.
Well, and you like to be in these situations, though, again, the issues they've had up front. You don't want your quarterback back there having to hold the football. 3rd and 3 opens up the playbook. A lot of opportunities.
Matt Ryan's got eye black under each eye. He's at his own 27. In the gun, 3rd down and 3. 3 receivers wide. 5 on the line for the Steelers. There's the shotgun snap. They blitz. They rush 5. Oh, it's a crumbling pocket. He's grabbed. Brought down. Sacked by Terrell Edmonds on the line. First sack of the season. Another sack on Ryan. They lose 7. It's 4th and 10. The Colt offense goes off, and the punting unit is out there for Indy on their second possession tonight.
And I felt like the offensive line did a decent job there of holding up, but there was nothing open on the back end, what we call a coverage sack. Matt Ryan had nowhere to go, just had to take a knee and allow the Steelers to get the football back again with good field position here.
So the ball is back at the 20. And punting is Matt Hawk, formerly of the Bills. A low, shin-high, long snap. Left-footed punt is sent skyward. Sims looks into the lights. The catch at the 12. Make it the 21. He goes from the 20 to the 25 and up past the 30, 35, and at the 40-yard line, and a return of 18 yards, weaving his way inside the numbers on a 58-yard punt. And a hang of 4-3-9, and a timeout on the field with 3 exactly to play in the first quarter. 3-0, Pittsburgh on top. They've had an interception and a couple sacks on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. Let's step aside. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One.
Football season is underway, so now is the perfect time to download FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Because right now, new customers get a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. That's free bets back. If your first bet doesn't win, just sign up with the promo code WIN. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. So sign up today with promo code WIN for your no-sweat first bet. Make every moment more this season with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
Must be present in state where lawful to wager. 21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit fanduel.com/RG. Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. Arizona 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat. Connecticut 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Indiana, Kansas 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghelp.com. Louisiana 1-877-770-STOP. New York 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. Wyoming, West Virginia 1-800-522-4700 or visit 1-800-GAMBLER.net.
Blue 42, 53 is the mic. Marino, hey!
In football, sometimes you have to call an audible. We feel the same way about financial planning. With Fidelity Wealth Management, your dedicated advisor will work with you to create a personalized plan for your full financial picture. And as your needs change, they'll help you make adjustments so you can stay on target. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC.
At Wrangler, we know that life is all about taking the reins, no matter what's in front of you or which way the road turns. Because life is one big glorious ride, and Wrangler jeans are made to handle every step of it. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Barbasol Shaving Cream is available in 5 fantastic flavors to customize your close shave. Whether it's original, soothing aloe, or Pacific Rush, there's one for every face. Find your favorite Barbasol today.
Barbasol. With Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan, we're in the Grainger broadcast booth in downtown Indianapolis. And for the game changers, there's Grainger. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry when you call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by one of 250 Grainger branch locations. 3-0 Steelers on top. Pittsburgh getting it for a third time after the Colt punt. They've got it first down and 10. Both defenses have flexed their muscles in this one early on. Under center is Pickett from his own 39 for the Steelers, moving left to right in the white jerseys and gold pants. The snap, the spin, the handoff to Harrison. He runs over the right guard on the hash. He picks up 2, Kurt. He's up to the 41 of the Steelers, and second down coming up.
When you don't have an explosive offense, which neither of these teams really do, the hidden yardage within the game becomes so vital. If you're a quarterback, one of the best things you can do is understand where your outlets are and be ready to throw the football away. Kenny Pickett taking a sack on third down, out of field goal range, had an opportunity to get rid of the football. And Matt Ryan, again, on that last drive, just saving yourself 10, 15 yards a pop.
Second down and 8. Back to pass Pickett from his own 41. Throws a pass, far sideline. It is caught out there by Pickens. A belt-high catch across the way in front of his own bench. He danced at the 48 on the sideline, got to the 49, picks up 9. That's a Steeler first down, shy of the 50-yard line with a catch on the far sideline for the Steelers, first and 10.
A lot of excitement about this duo right here. Pickett to Pickens have been really, really good. They seem to have a nice rapport early in their relationship together right there. Just a quick out. Get it on him quickly. Allow him to make a guy miss and get across the sticks.
On the helmet logo painted on the artificial surface here in Indy from the 49-yard line of the Steelers, first and 10. Back to pass after the fake handoff, dropping back 7. Cocks his arm, throws a pass near sideline, incomplete. Ball whistles over the head of Deontay Johnson at the 40-yard line of the Colts on the near sideline, going right over their bench at second and 10 for the Steelers, who lead late here in the first, 3-0.
Hard play action right there, just a 2-man route. Deontay Johnson on the corner route off to the right, and then George Pickens on the in route back to the left. Once you see Deontay Johnson not win off the corner, would have loved to see Pickett get back to the in route because Pickett was coming open.
Running back is Anthony McFarland, second and 10 from the 49 of Pittsburgh. It's a draw play out of the gun, and it's a run by McFarland over the left tackle, 45-40, running on the numbers, and down to the 37-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts. Got a block, broke a tackle, races for 14. Like we said, he was just brought off the practice squad today. Had a good tight end block over there, too. First and 10, Steelers at the 36 of Indy.
Good play call right there. Get those linebackers just to hesitate as Kenny Pickett turned like he was going to throw the football before giving it to his running back. Nice little pickup there.
McFarland sticks in the game. They're in the gun. 36 of the Colts. Pittsburgh has it 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. Handoff McFarland and stopped in back of the line of scrimmage as he was trying to go over that left tackle. There was not much there, and down he went with a loss of about a half yard to a yard of the play to the 37 of the Colts. If you want to be a better player, a smarter coach, or a more informed fan, Kurt Warner has created the perfect tool for you. QBConfidential.com. That's QBConfidential.com. Join the team today. 2nd down and 11. From the 37 of the Colts. Pittsburgh rookie quarterback Pickett in the gun, gets the snap. He wears gloves on both hands. He throws the pass laterally, far side, and it was caught, but then a big-time hit made by Rodney McLeod on the running back McFarland right in front of Mike Tomlin standing across the way. Far sideline, caught the ball chest high at the 38, loses a yard, back to the Colt 38-yard line, bringing up 3rd and 12. And zeros on the clock. First quarter is in the books. Total yards in the first quarter. Steelers 81, and the Colts nothing. Not a single yard to show for the first quarter. We'll go to the second quarter. It's 3-0 Steelers on a 45-yard field goal, and you're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
Looking for the perfect gift? Get him a shirt from Untuck It. Now get up to 50% off at the Cyber Monday sale and even deeper discounts on some of our favorite styles happening now at Untuck It. Untuck It shirts are designed to be worn untucked. They're the easiest way to keep them looking sharp and feeling comfortable. You can't go wrong with a gift of their super soft flannels and wrinkle-free shirts. So don't miss the Cyber Monday sale on now at your nearest Untuck It store or at untuckit.com. Untuck It. Shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Dancing crew, trip for 2, nailed the final interview. Game with Doug, brand new mug. Come here, kid, give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. New COVID-19 boosters designed for recent Omicron variants are now available. Learn about eligibility and schedule a free updated booster today at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Will they find a home? Sponsored by Geico. Jane doesn't mind an apartment with no elevator.
5 flights of stairs is 5 plates of cardio.
Bob is a little less enthusiastic about stairs.
I hate stairs.
Compromise is tough, but these two won't have to compromise when they bundle renters and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and they could save even more. In the end, Jane and Bob found an apartment that's a 4-story walk-up. And Bob?
Yeah, there's a freight elevator she doesn't know about.
What were you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Bundling without compromise at Geico.com.
Welcome back to downtown Indianapolis with Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan. Our score after 15 minutes of play, 3-0 Steelers on top. Start of the second quarter sponsored by Geico. Whether you rent or own, Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Having a home is hard work, so get a quote at Geico.com. That is easy. The Colts have the worst point differential of any team in the NFL in the first half, minus 63. And I guess we can see why here with that first quarter performance.
Yeah, they're not very explosive offensively. They don't have the wide receivers on the outside that can change the complexion of the game. Jonathan Taylor, as we know, had an unbelievable year last year with a lot of big plays, but those big runs haven't shown up this year either. And so with some of the issues they've had up front, it is tough in this league to put together 10, 12-play drives without getting big plays, and that's really what stymied them for the most part this year.
Pittsburgh now moving from our right to our left, white jerseys and gold pants. 3rd down and 12. Shotgun for Pickett. 38 of Indy. Looking over the defense. They rush 4. Back to pass. He goes short to Najee Harris on the near side. Stiff arms his way by one defender at the 40. Comes on the near sideline, the 35. Then shoved out of bounds by Gilmore after a meager gain of 3 as he takes it to the 35. 35-yard line is where they mark it in Colt territory. And here comes a field goal try by Pittsburgh to try to extend their lead seconds into the second quarter.
You said a meager gain of 3, but really that to me is like 10 yards of hidden yardage. The 3 yards on the completion, but he was about to get sacked right there. Just get the ball to somebody, get something positive, and allow your kicker to be in a better situation to get you 3 points.
Matthew Wright is a rookie trying a 52-yard Steeler field goal indoors here. Good snap, ball put down. Right-footed kick is away, end over end to our left. It hit the upright and is in. Am I right? Did it graze it? It did, and it ricocheted in. We're so high, I couldn't even see a field down there, let alone if it hit the... But they got it in, 52 yards away. And with that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol, 52-yard field goal, 6-0 Pittsburgh. We're less than a minute into the second quarter, Kurt.
Well, all good shooters have to have a bank shot. And so,
right,
hey, whatever it takes to put it in the bucket, nice job right there, just sneaking it in for 3.
Big play was a run by McFarland of 14 yards. So we've had the Steelers intercept Ryan. They have punted once, and they've gotten 2 field goals on their 3 possessions. And they're getting set, the Steelers are, to kick to the Colts, who are 4-6-1, losing to Philly here by 1 last week. They've lost 4 of 5, and the Steelers are 3-7. They are 1-4 on the road, and overall they have lost 3 of 4.
In a game like this, field position is so vital when neither team is used to getting those big plays, and right now it has been all Steelers in winning that field position battle.
Steelers will kick off from right to left. The boot is away. It is end over end. Isaiah Rodgers under it. The catch as he moves up and traps it with his chest at the 2. On the numbers 10, 15, cuts inside 20. Breaks a tackle 25 on the hash mark to the 30. And brought down right there. Tackled on the play by defensive back Marcus Allen. And a return of 29. And here comes Matt Ryan and the Colt offense. Later on, we'll select the defender of the game. Sponsored by Navy Federal Credit Union. Proudly serving the armed forces, the DOD, veterans, and their families. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. And let's see, right with that 52-yard field goal, longest field goal by a Pittsburgh rookie kicker since the merger. Wow, since the merger.
That is surprising.
That's unbelievable. Well, not unbelievable, but it's a good little note. Yeah. Right, we'll take it.
Good to be inside at this time of year.
Yes, it is. Even though the weather here is hospitable in Indianapolis tonight, Matt Ryan at his 30 in the gun. 1st and 10. Arms extended, shotgun snap, drops back 3, right tackle block, throws a pass, short, bounces incomplete. Ball was in the air about 5 yards. It's incomplete. He landed on the hash mark. It's 2nd and 10 for the Colt offense.
I'm not really sure right there that Pittsburgh Steelers brought pressure off of the Colts' right-hand side. It looked like Jonathan Taylor was stepping up to pick up the pressure. Matt Ryan wanted him to go out on a route, so got impatient in the pocket there and tried to dump it off to him. But he hadn't even left the pocket yet as he was trying to help out his offensive line.
Ryan 2nd and 10 from the gun. 3-man front for the Steeler defense from his own 30-yard line. There's the snap. Handoff to Taylor. Gets the block from the right tackle. Drives it up the middle on the hash mark by the 30 on the hash mark to the 35 on a gain of 6, making it 3rd down and 4. Jonathan Taylor runs up the middle. A player is down. It is an offensive lineman, and the player is Ryan Kelly, the center. The center, the starting center, 7th-year player out of Alabama, is down, and our clock at 13:47 of the second quarter. So with an injury timeout and the Steelers on top by 2 field goals, 6-0, let's step aside. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Hey, this is Jack out of Joe D's, and we've got a lot to talk about, so crank up that radio, sit tight, and don't miss a minute. We've got the seafood buffet every Friday and Saturday. We've got steaks, burgers, chicken to go. There's pizza, fresh baked chocolate chip cookies on the buffet Monday through Thursday. And don't forget about the 465 dinners to go. When you're in a hurry, just give us a call, stop in, we'll have them ready for you.
Joe D's Restaurant, a South Dakota tradition.
Hi, this is Chris Redrick.
And Jeff Sage.
We are Kalen's Indoor Comfort Service Technician.
And lifelong residents of the Yankton area.
If you are experiencing a problem with your furnace,
or just need a preventive maintenance, we're here for you 24/7.
Remember, most breakdowns can be prevented with regular maintenance.
So join the club.
The Comfort Club. You get peace of mind, increase your comfort, and save 15%. So give us a call at 665-4348.
When you want comfort, you want Kalen's.
Cold beer and good food. You can find both in a lot of places. What makes Bert's Bar in Beersford special is the atmosphere. The bartenders are friendly and love to chat up to their customers. They also have TVs everywhere, so your favorite game is always close to your table. So whether it's family dinner from our extensive menu or home-cooked food items or watching the game with your friends, Bert's Bar is the place to be. Bert's Bar, between the Super 8 and Dollar General in Beersford.
Here's what people say about Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. One customer, quote, absolutely fantastic service. Another, Mike and Dan Carlson have a great family business. One more, we've been going to the shop since we've moved to town. Quality repair for reasonable money. For all your vehicle needs, count on Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. And check them out on Facebook.
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop. Your complete car care center.
Top of the hour. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves coast to coast and around the world. This is Westwood One, your home for Monday Night Football in the NFL.
KVHD and KVTK, Vermilion, Yankton. Proud service of 5-Star Communications.
So Dennis Kelly will not be the backup snapper. It'll be Danny Pinter coming in as the backup center. And out with the injury, Ryan Kelly will try to get an adjustment on him moments from now. 3rd and 4 from the 36. Back to pass. Ryan broke one tackle, breaks another, racing to the near side, running to the 35, running to the near sideline, throwing on the run. Michael Pittman, diving catch, makes it on the near side at the Colt 45. Flag is thrown.
10-yard penalty. Repeat 3rd down.
Right tackle Braden Smith picks it up for the Colts with the hold. So that'll wipe away the completion. Incomplete, and they'll go back now with the penalty in tow.
I'm really surprised that Matt Ryan missed the pressure off the right-hand side. What we call a hot situation is they brought pressure. That pressure guy was not being blocked. You got to get that football out of your hands, and he stood back there, made a nice play after shaking the defender, but
so they eventually ruled an incompletion. Pittsburgh has declined the penalty. It's 4th down, and the Colts will punt. Looked like Pittman had caught the ball. In fact, they were lining up. The offense was running until the penalty flag was thrown. And then during the call for the penalty, they ruled it an incompletion.
Couldn't have worked out any worse for the Colts.
Right, I know it, yeah. Matt Hawk will punt. For Indy from our left to our right. Sims is back for the Steelers. He's inside the 15. Hawk gets the shoulder-high long snap, and the left-footed punt is away. It is sent down the middle. Sims looking into the roof, makes the catch. 22, dances, stops, and is brought down. Great hang time of 4.58. It was a 42-yard punt. They lost a yard because the hang time was there, the coverage perfect, and now the Colts will have to begin things deep in their own zone at their own 20. Ranking the action, sponsored by Culligan Water. A drinking water system from Culligan gives you cleaner, safer water with the turn of the handle and no pitcher filters to refill. Learn more from your local dealer or Culligan.com. Early in the second quarter, Steelers on top 6-0, and you're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One.
When you bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive, you could save money, but it doesn't cover any terrible memories living rent-free in your head.
Hey, just wanted to remind you of that time your kicker missed the extra point and lost the game, even though he literally never missed an extra point. He chose this playoff game to miss. Yeah, I just noticed you hadn't thought about that in a bit. Wouldn't want you to miss, thinking about it.
Sorry, we can't save you from that memory, but we could save you money bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Renters insurance and bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
At the United States Postal Service, we're here to deliver fast and reliable service to help you get holiday ready.
We offer free package pickup and deliver free shipping supplies to your address. So whether you're in Garland, Texas, Rudolph, Wisconsin, or anywhere in between, we're making it easier for you to spread festive cheer this holiday season. USPS, delivering for America. For all your holiday needs, including info about free shipping supplies, free package pickup availability, and restrictions, go to USPS.com/holidays.
Wrangler is made for those moments when your heart says go and you follow it beyond what's expected. Because when the heart calls, you've got to be ready in jeans that are made to move and built to last. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Introducing Barbasol 1919 Classic Shaving Cream, paying homage to the original invented over 100 years ago. This new non-aerosol formula features enhanced ingredients, an exceptional glide, and crisp fragrance for a winning shave experience.
Barbasol. With Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan, we're in the Grainger broadcast booth here in Indianapolis. Winning teams know everyone can use a helping hand. Let Grainger help you with 24/7 customer service and supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click, or stop by Grainger today. 1st and 10. Another punt by the Colts. Here's their resume tonight. Interception on a short pass early on by Matt Ryan. Punt and punt. No first downs, no pass completions, and minimal yardage.
Yeah. Doesn't sound like the kind of resume you want to put out there.
No.
For anybody. Yeah, it hasn't looked good. Matt Ryan hasn't looked comfortable back there in the pocket. I know he got hit a lot early in the year, but he's got to do a better job of getting back, seeing it, and getting the ball out of his hands.
Kenny Pickett, the rookie quarterback, under center, the Pittsburgh 21, 1st down and 10. 2 tight ends. Back is Harris. 4-man rush, gets the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back, winds up, long pass, far sideline, and caught. Was he inbounds, downfield, Pickens leaping catch? Yes! Pickens makes the grab. 45 of the Colts down the far sideline, and he picks up 35 on a beautiful throw and a Steeler 1st down.
Well, this is really where they've worked well together all years. George Pickens is so good at snatching the ball out of the air. Just put it up there. Give his guy a chance. And a great catch to tap both feet down.
With Claypool being traded, Pickens, the number 2 receiver, 1st and 10, out of the gun, handoff to Harris, runs over the center, cuts over the guard, on the hash, the 40 to the 39. Running down the middle into that Colt defense. And a gain of 5, Kurt on 1st down for the Steelers.
And we've been talking about field position all night long, and you finally thought the Colts had flipped the field position, punting that back to about the 20-yard line. But then one play changes it all again. The big throw to Pickens, and now they're right back in Colts territory.
Pickens was the 11th wide receiver chosen in the draft, but he and Pickett really developed a friendship at the combine and then in the offseason workouts. So it is 2nd down and 5, 40-yard line of the Colts, and a handoff here goes to the running back, Benny Snell, who runs over the center between the hash marks and down to the Colt 36, Kurt, on a gain of 3, bringing up 3rd down and 2 in a 6-0 Pittsburgh Steelers 2nd quarter lead.
Talk about Pickens being the 11th receiver off the board, but a lot of people felt he could be one of the better ones. He was coming off that ACL injury at Georgia, so didn't play as much his last year there, and why he dropped down the board. But he's got all the ability to speed, the size, and the ability to go get the football.
Pickett in the gun. Inside the 36, and he gets the snap, and he hands it off to Snell, who tries to dig his way over the left guard, backpedaling and turning and churning, and he gets close. He gets down to the 34 of the Colts, a gain of about 2, and if that's the case, it should be for a 1st down, and Bill Vinovich signals 1st down for Pittsburgh with our 2nd quarter clock approaching 11 to play in a 6-0 Steelers lead, and Kurt Warner on the move again.
Well, this is right where the Steelers have seemed to stall on every drive up to this point. Can they dial something up here to try to get the ball in close and put 6 on the board?
Snell the single back, the 2 tight ends. Pickett is under center, gets the snap, 34 of the Colts, hands off at Snell. Broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, going over the left tackle. He's past the 30 and inside the numbers to the 29. Running for 5 over the left tackle, down to the Colt 29. Don't miss all the NFL excitement on CBS Sunday. Bengals and Chiefs. Check your local listings for more on CBS Sports. 2nd down and 5.
They're doing a nice job in running the football, not getting the big plays, but 4 or 5 yards a pop.
And by committee, too.
Yeah, it's been really, really good for the Steelers.
68 yards on the ground. 29 to the Colts. 2nd down and 5. They're in the shotgun. 3 wide. High snap. Pulled down. Pickett. Line drives a pass. Belt high catch. Fryermuth the grab. Belt high at the 25. Outside the number, spins and taken down at about the 17-yard line of the Colts. Near side of the field, it's a pickup of 12 with a spinning catch. His glove hands pick up the 9th first down for the Steelers, and there they are inside the 18 of Indy.
Really tight window right there on the quick out, but good timing by Kenny Pickett to stick it right on the body of his tight end.
It's 1st down and 10, the 17 of the Colts. Pickett is under center. In the red zone for the first time for either team. It's a handoff, and it goes to Harris, who is going over the center and was drilled at the line of scrimmage, and no gain on the play. In fact, they think they're going to throw him for a 1-yard loss. Back to the Colts, 18. Checking Pittsburgh stats inside the red zone. It's sponsored by CDW. For cloud, mobility, security, and data center solutions, turn to CDW. People who get it 31 times and 15 touchdowns. It's 2nd down and 11 for the Steelers, and our clock is approaching 9 to play in the second quarter. 2 field goals by Pittsburgh so far, of 45 and 52, and moving here in the red zone. 2nd down, 11, the 18-yard line of Indy. Shotgun snap, and Pickett takes it himself. Running up the middle, the 20, the 15 on the hash, the 10, and he's down to about the 9-yard line is where he slid. Ended up at about the 6. They say the knee went down at the 9. It's a 9-yard run by the quarterback, called his own number, and now assembling at the line with no huddle. 3rd down and 2, the 9 of the Colts. In the gun, gets the snap, and hands off. And digging is McFarland over the left tackle. He's got the first down as he takes it outside the hash mark, works his way to the 6-yard line. Kurt picks up 3 on 3rd and 2. It's 1st and goal to go, the Steelers at the 6 of the Colts.
I love the play call on the quarterback draw. Again, athletic enough to make you some plays. Not going to dial up a whole bunch of them, but you motion your back out of the backfield into an empty set. Only one linebacker in the box. And enough speed to be able to pick up 9 yards and set him up for another first down.
Pickett is under center. Looks into the nickel secondary. 1st and goal inside the 6 of Indy. Under the center, he gets the snap, and he spins and he hands off. Harris over the guard. Broke a tackle on the hash. Dives. Touchdown. Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run as he ran over bodies and bulldozes his way in for the game's first touchdown halfway through the second quarter. And the Steelers have gone up 12-0 on the Colts.
And not that every game doesn't come down to the trenches, but we knew this game would come down to the trenches. Who could win on the offense and defensive line? And right now, it has been total domination by the Steelers on both sides of the ball.
Najee Harris gets his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. Kurt talked about it before the game. He's had 2 good games in a row of over 80 yards. Extra point here by Wright. Ball put down, and the kick to our left is away and good by Wright. And a new score in Indianapolis, 7:46 to play in the second quarter. It's the Steelers on 2 field goals and a 6-yard touchdown run. 13-0 over the Indianapolis Colts as you're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
2000, 2008, 2022. When it comes to the economy, those are some scary years. .com crash, housing crash, and the roller coaster we're going through right now. It's a dangerous time to not know your numbers. But over 31,000 businesses have the confidence and clarity they need because they rely on NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of financials, inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, improve margins. Everything you need all in one place. So, how do you prepare for uncertain times? The answer, NetSuite. NetSuite helps you identify rising costs, automate your business processes, and easily see where to save money. money. That's why 93% of customers say they improved their visibility and control when they upgraded to NetSuite. What are you waiting for? NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/touchdown. netsuite.com/touchdown.
Could you please pass the potatoes?
Uncle Bob, why are you singing?
With all the rewards we are getting, with the Navy Federal Credit Union's cash rewards card, I hired a singing coach for caroling.
But it's summer.
Since we get up to 1.75% cash back on all our holiday purchases, there is cheer to last all year.
Please stop.
These potatoes are delicious, by the way.
Get cheer to last all year with Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Let's check the drive summary. It's sponsored by Audible. Audible is where you'll find the best stories on sports and entertainment. It's the home of storytelling. Listen to audiobooks, originals, and podcasts, including The Rich Eisen Show. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com. That was a 10-play Steeler drive. Kurt Warner, 79 yards. Pickens had a nice 35-yard reception to get it going, and Harris took it in from 6 on the ground over the guard.
We talked about, the domination up front. I mean, the Steelers have had the ball for 19 minutes, while the Colts have had it for 3 minutes. I don't even know how you have 3 possessions and only have it for 3 minutes. But, I mean, it has been crazy. Total domination, 11 first downs to 0.
It seemed like 3 minutes before you were going to answer me there. Here's the kickoff by Pittsburgh. It goes in the end zone and out. It's a touchdown.
Well, they shut my mic off. They're like, this guy's talking too much.
I told him
shut
to.
his mic
I
down.
told you to. I told him to.
There you go.
Yeah,
see? Now the truth comes out.
Yeah, in the holiday season, I want to make sure that we give you all. You need a wide
berth. We want to make sure that we give you no time to talk during the holiday season. It is our gift to the listeners that we are going to cut Kurt's mic numerous times tonight and not let him talk.
Oh, believe me, that's not the mic they want to cut.
Merry Christmas and Happy Thanksgiving.
Taylor lines up as the lone running back. Matt Ryan, with an offset eye, is under center from his own Colt 25. Looks at 5 in the secondary of the Steelers. Hand signals to his wide receivers. Crouches under center. Now they show blitz. He gets the snap and hands off to Taylor, who makes a cut. He's over the right guard on the hash to 30. On the hash to the 35, running through defenders. And the reigning rushing champion picks up 10, and that is a first down for the Colts. Their first of the night to their own 35.
Hey. Now we're rolling. Now we're rolling. Sometimes you just got to break the seal, right?
Yep.
Got one. Now let's see if they can get a little offense going.
We have one of the best running backs in the NFL. Why not use him, right? That's what Taylor is. It's 1st and 10. And again, the quarterback, Ryan, under center from his own Colt 35. He's got the tight end in motion. He gets the snap. He fakes the handoff. It's a short drop of 5, and he throws to the near sideline. Knocked away by Wallace on a pass intended for Pittman on the near sideline in front of the Colts bench. Kirk at about the 40-yard line of Indy. Ryan through the air, 0 of 5. And here now they go to the next down coming up. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Just late on the throw. Those are throws, the timing throws to the outside. Is you've got to get the ball in the air before your receiver turns, because every step he takes out of the break is a step the defender can get there to knock it down.
Levi Wallace did a great job. 2nd down, 10, 35 of the Colts. Shotgun snap to the Colt quarterback and a screen pass to Taylor. He gets a block from Nelson. He breaks a tackle 35. He's inside the numbers, the 40. Angles to the hash mark, and he goes to the 44-yard line of Indianapolis. Running on the far side, picks up 9, and that was Ryan's first completion of the night. Now they assemble at the line. They have no huddle. 3rd down and 1. Their own 44. Ryan under center. Snap, spin. Hand off Taylor over the right tackle. Goes by the 45 on the hash mark to midfield and into Steeler territory for the first time on a gain of 7 to the Pittsburgh 49 and tackled right on the painted logo at midfield.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about Jonathan Taylor, is that he's the ultimate 3-down back. You do not have to take him off the field in passing situations. We saw on that little quick screen there, but he can do so many different things for you. Just got to feed him. He's been this whole drive.
13-0 Steelers on top, approaching 6 to play in the second. 1st and 10 inside the 50 in Steeler territory. Ryan drops back after the fake handoff, evades pressure. Now he's being rushed by Watt. He throws the ball as he's running out of the pocket to the far side of the field on that 1st and 10, and it's incomplete. Now it'll be 2nd down and 10, 49 of Pittsburgh. The ball really just inside the 50. Ryan heavily pressured, and T.J. Watt was the one bringing the heat.
I'm not sure I've seen anything where Matt Ryan has got back, hit that back foot, or taken a quick hitch and got the ball out of his hands. Everything is hold the ball, hold the ball. We've got to find a way to create some easy opportunities here if you're the Colts.
2nd down and 10. Emptied the backfield, 5 wide at the 50. Looks at a 4-man front for the Steelers and looks at 5 in the secondary. Ryan hunched over, shotgun snap, sets up, line drive down the middle, caught by Pittman, broke a tackle, 45, spins between the hash marks to the Pittsburgh 40 and corkscrews his way to the 39 of the Steelers. It's a gain of 9 through the air. Michael Pittman with the chest-high catch and the move in the middle of the field. They give him a 1st down, a gain of 10.
Well, they left the middle of the field open, and so Matt Ryan thought this was going to be the easy one, but what the Steelers love to do is put Minkah Fitzpatrick on the back end. And right before the snap, he comes down and kind of robs the middle of the field. He was a half a step late from having a pick 6 right there.
Pittsburgh 39, under center with 2 tight ends, and Taylor in the backfield. Ryan, 1st and 10, gets the snap, turns left, hands off to Taylor, runs over the center of the 40. He's between the hash marks and lunging his way for a gain of 3 to the 36 of the Pittsburgh Steelers. 5 minutes to play, clock ticking in the 2nd, and a 13-0 lead for the Steelers here in Indianapolis.
Well, they found a little bit of a rhythm, though. That is key here. Obviously, it's been a struggle for the first quarter and a half, but now they seem to find their footing a little bit. Most of it obviously coming through Jonathan Taylor. But I like the idea of Matt Ryan getting back, put your foot in the ground, get the ball out of your hands, and keep picking up 4 or 5 yards a pop.
Zach Moss in there, 36 of Pittsburgh, 2nd and 6. Here's a snap, handoff to Moss, the former Bill. He's outside the hash. He's over the right tackle into the 33 of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a gain of 3 on the play, bringing up 3rd down, and we're approaching 4 to play, and the clock ticking in the 2nd quarter, and Kurt coming up 3rd and 4.
Well, and obviously the goal here is to score any kind of points, but it would be really, really nice knowing that you're getting the ball first in the 2nd half. If you can continue this drive here and put 7 points on the board and make it a 1-score game coming out of the half.
Deion Jackson, the new running back, 33 of Pittsburgh, 3rd down and 4. 4 wide in the gun. Ryan gets the snap, looks into the nickel. Here comes the pressure. He breaks one. He runs to the near side, holds the ball, stops, cocks his arm, throws a short pass. It's incomplete to the 33-yard line on the near sideline. Looking for Mo Alley Cox, the tight end, who is covered in the play by Terrell Edmonds. And now it is 4th and 4. So they could either punt here or go for a 51-yard field goal, and they've got their kicker out there to try what will be a 51-yard field goal.
Just nobody open on that play. That's the one thing about this Colts receiving corps. They don't have anybody that's really explosive in tight man-to-man coverage. The ability to separate, nobody did right there, and Matt Ryan just had to throw it away.
Chase McLaughlin will try a 51-yard field goal for the Colts. Ball put down. He swings his right leg through. The kick is away and good. And the Colts are on the board for the first time with 3:48 to play in the first half. And with that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 51-yard Indianapolis field goal, and that cuts the lead. 13-3, Steelers on top by 10. A break in the action. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1. Find the latest and greatest audio entertainment on Audible. It's got everything you want to hear, including The Rich Eisen Show. Along with podcasts, you'll also find audiobooks and exclusive originals. We're talking comedy, sports stories, deep dives with athletes and entertainers, business, and anything else you're into. With Audible, you get access to thousands of included titles with more added every week. Listen on the road, at the gym, or anywhere you want to fuel up your imagination. Join and get 30 days free at the home of storytelling, audible.com.
Time to fire up your laptops for Cyber Monday savings, because the Home Depot has the tools to make your holiday magic with new savings every day. So start clicking and adding everything you need for the tech lovers in your life. Or grab one of our nailers, combo kits, or trimmers to surprise any doer on your list. Everything you need for the holidays is just a click away with free delivery on eligible online items. The Home Depot. Our doers get more.
Could you please pass the potatoes?
Uncle Bob, why are you singing?
With all the rewards we are getting, with the Navy Federal Credit Union's cash rewards card, I hired a singing coach for caroling.
But it's summer.
Since we get up to 1.75% cash back on all our holiday purchases, there is cheer to last all year.
Please stop.
These potatoes are delicious, by the way.
Get cheer to last all year with Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Colts just got a 51-yard field goal to cut the Pittsburgh lead to 10. The NFL is in Las Vegas for the first ever Pro Bowl games. Like always, you vote on the league's best at each position. Play your part in the 2023 Pro Bowl Games Vote, presented by Castrol. Text vote to 635-635 for more information on how to vote. So a good-looking drive, at least the best tonight by the Colts. Not a very good offense as they come in. It's their defense which is the story, but they're 31st in scoring. So they get a 51-yard field goal, and now it is a 13-3 game, and the Steelers are ready for the kickoff. Deep back for Pittsburgh will be Steven Sims. The kickoff by the Colts to our right. And it's out of the end zone. Touchback, Kurt, to the 25, and a 1st and 10 for Kenny Pickett. Let me give you some numbers for Pickett here and your thoughts. 10 of 12 through the air, 96 yards. He's hit a lot of different receivers, 2, 4, 6, 7 different receivers tonight already.
And the game plan, and what he's so good at is quick. And it seems to be that their big plays within this offense are not really second and double moves on the outside. It's really just go routes. We're going to take our opportunities 3 or 4 times a game and just throwing the go routes. They've thrown one of them tonight, and it was a big catch by George Pickens.
McFarland is the back, under center Pickett from his own 25. 1st and 10 for the Steeler. Quarterback got the snap. Here comes the pressure. 5-man rush, dumps it off. It's McFarland. Got a block at the 30. Breaks a tackle 35. He cuts in the middle of the field from the numbers to the hash mark. And he's down to about the 38-yard line of the Steelers on a catch and run. Screen pass of 13. Making it 1st and 10. Pickett looked like he was seducing that rush so that it would open up room, and it did indeed for a 13-yard gain.
I like that.
What's that?
I use that when I coach quarterbacks. You need to seduce the rush, bring them back to you, draw them to you so they think they're going to get a sack, and then flip it out there to your back, setting it up for the offensive line.
Fine.
I can use that? Okay. I'm going to steal that.
Please do. For QBConfidential.com, 38-yard line Pickett, 1st and 10. Rifles a wide drive pass. Deontay Johnson with a catch, diving inside the painted numbers at the 46-yard line of Pittsburgh. Far side of the field in front of Mike Tomlin. He's out to the 46. He's a yard shy of the 1st. They pick up 9 and a low throw. Catchable and a good throw indeed to get out of the harm's way. A couple defenders right on him.
And the way these quarterbacks are playing, you would think Kenny Pickett might be the veteran and Matt Ryan the rookie, because Kenny Pickett is hitting that back foot and getting the ball out on time, as opposed to Matt Ryan, who's back there hitching, and not getting the ball out.
Pittsburgh 46, 2nd and 1, shotgun snap, handoff McFarland over the center. He breaks a tackle. He's on the helmet logo. He's past midfield between the hash marks to the 49-yard line of the Colts and gets a 1st down run of 5 on the 2nd down and 1. So the clock is approaching the 2-minute warning. It's a 13-3 Steeler lead. They scored the last time. They've scored 3 of the 4 times they've had it, and they've got 3 timeouts. And they're going to let the clock go down to 2. And we're 2-minute warning territory right now. Just hit the 2-minute warning with a 13-3 lead for the visiting Steelers. We've reached the 2-minute warning. It's sponsored by TracFone. Get unlimited talk and text plus 8 gigs of high-speed data for just $40 a month. Plus unlimited carryover data. TracFone Wireless, now you're in control. See terms and conditions at TracFone.com. Steelers on a touchdown run, couple long field goals, 13-3 over the Colts here in Indy. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
You might get wireless data everywhere, but do you have to use it all the time? If that's not really you, there's TracFone. You can get the same nationwide 5G coverage as big carriers, but you pick a plan that you need for a lot less. Unlimited talk and text plans start at $15 a month, no contract. And now get a Nokia C100 for just $39.99. TracFone, now you're in control. While supplies last, 1 month equals 30 days. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop.
Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you 24/7 with supplies and solutions for every industry and access to product specialists ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, my name is Jackie, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is the whipped cream and the cherry on top. It's like a little bow on top of this great present of peppermint chip goodness. It tastes like the holidays.
Hey, my name is Chandler, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is the little pieces of the peppermint that you get. For me, no milkshake is topping the Peppermint Chip Milkshake.
Order a Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real customers paid for their testimonials.
Later on, we'll select the drive of the game, sponsored by Geico. Do you know that right now, whether you rent or own, Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Having a home is hard work, so get a quote at Geico.com. That is easy. Steelers on the move. They lead by 10, and Pickett is 10-12, and he's completed, Kurt Warner, 6 consecutive passes.
Keep saying it, doing a nice job. He knows what he's looking at. He's getting back, getting set, getting the ball out of his hands. And he's got guys on the outside that are making plays for him. He talked about Deontay Johnson. Just made a nice catch on that slant ball, a little behind him, tight coverage. Saw George Pickens go up and get the 50-50 ball on the deep one. Getting help from the guys on the outside, but doing a nice job with knowing where he wants to go with the football and getting it out.
2-minute warning, 49 of the Colts. 1st and 10, Pittsburgh. Under center, Pickett got the snap, spins right, hands to Snell, broke a tackle. He's by the 45, breaks another tackle, 40. He's on the hash mark, 35, and down to the Colt 33. Running down the middle, weaving his way, breaking tackles. A beautiful 16-yard run. And my goodness, haven't the Pittsburgh running backs done a great job? A three-headed monster tonight. Combined 95 yards. Here they go, 33, huddling up at the line now. And they get the shotgun snap on 1st and 10 to Pickett, and he throws a pass far side to the wide receiver, Steven Sims, who caught the ball above his black Steeler helmet. Far sideline, 27, picks up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. They're down to the 27-yard line of the Colts, and a timeout taken by the Steelers. It is their first. Reminder to stay tuned for the halftime report with Rich Eisen. He'll catch up with NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. Rappaport. That's not Rappaport. No. Maybe his raspy after yesterday and all the things going on.
The rap sheet.
The rap sheet.
Rap sheet makes it easy.
Ian Rappaport will join Rich Eisen at halftime. 2nd down and 4. We know Rodgers, the quarterback for Green Bay, injured and left the game. It looks like a season that is not going to result in the postseason. One of the topics they'll talk about, you and I will talk about after the game. How's that?
Yeah, a lot of people speculating whether they're going to shut him down. With them being pretty much out of the playoffs, or when they get mathematically out of the playoffs, do they decide to go with Jordan Love and see what they've got there and allow Aaron Rodgers to get healthy?
Steelers are at the 27 of the Colts. 2nd down 4. Shotgun snap. Pickett moves up, gets the block from the left tackle, drifts, and he now runs. 30, angling to the near sideline. 25, holds the ball in front of him with one hand and lunges close to the 1st down. Got inside the 23 of the Colts, running into the Colts sideline right below us. Gain of 5, and they give him the 1st down. Holding that ball in front like that, and then angling to the sideline, gets him the 1st on a run on the play of about 5.5.
I know you're always thinking get out of bounds here in this 2-minute drill, but man, there was nobody down the middle of the field. When he broke the pocket, I thought he might just take off. Hey, you got 2 timeouts left, you're okay. Take off down the middle of the field. I believe he picks up another 10, 15 yards.
Pickett breaks the huddle, and again wearing gloves on both hands. He's the 22-yard line of the Colts. 4-man front. Shotgun snap, fakes the throw, hands off instead. It goes to Harris, runs over the right guard. He's between the hash marks to the 20 and picks up 2. So goes down the middle and picks up 2 yards. Timeout Pittsburgh. Steelers are in the CDW red zone. CDW, people who get it. So now, Kurt, 111, make a 117 to play here in the first half. Moving again. They're right at the 20-yard line of the Colts, and they're moving the ball well for a 3rd consecutive time, and they've got 1 timeout left.
And it's really put a lot of pressure on this defense. We were just talking in the break how the Colts have only scored 20 points or more 4 times this year. Now, in those 4 games, they're 3-0-1 when they've scored 20-plus points, but here you got the Steelers right here on the 20-yard line. Knock it on the door. They put 7 points on the board. They're hitting that 20 threshold in the first half. Not a good place to be with the Colts not having that explosive offense we've been talking about here in the first half.
Pickett is 13 of 15 through the air, 123. Harris has a 6-yard touchdown run, 2 long field goals, and they're moving again with a 2nd down and 8, a timeout at the 20 of the Colts. In the gun, moving from our right to our left. And McFarland at his side, 3 wide. There's the shotgun snap. They rush 5. Pickett guns a line drive pass. Caught far side by Johnson. Got it hip high on the sideline. Then went right out of bounds at the 10 of the Colts on the far sideline. Caught that ball low, and he had to kind of stoop down to get the ball near his knee. It was a catch on the play and a gain of 10, and it's 1st and goal to go for the Steelers at the 10 of the Colts.
Kenny Moore, one of the better slot defenders in the National Football League, but it is so tough to cover Deontay Johnson when he's running these short routes and exploding in and out of breaks. Created the separation right there, and the ball once again right on the money.
1st and goal in the gun. McFarland the back. Pickett gets the snap. 4-man rush. Gets a right tackle block. Comes a line drive pass. Batted down at the line of scrimmage by McLeod. And they were going for Olszewski. It looked like right down there, deep. On the play, or was it Freiermuth? It was Freiermuth, the tight end. The two were together, and Freiermuth had it knocked away by McLeod, so now it is 2nd and goal from the 10 of Indy for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So close. That's one when you get down to the goal line. You've really got to anticipate, because defensive backs are sitting on the goal line. They're not going to back up much, and the ball was right on the money, just a tick late, allowing the safety to get his hand in there and knock it away.
2nd down and goal. Pickett sticks back in his mouth guard. In the gun, 10, 2nd and goal. 4-man rush, shotgun snap, he'll run it himself. Taking it over the right guard on the hash pass. The 10 down to the 7, and drilled right there by Banagou, the defensive lineman. Timeout taken by the Colts on a run right there of 3 by the quarterback, Kenny Pickett, who has looked terrific tonight, his 7th consecutive start, moving the team again. So 1:05, Kirk, to play. 1 timeout for the Steelers, and they'll have it with a goal-to-go situation. 3rd and goal coming up. They'll be at about the 6.
Colts call that timeout, figuring they're going to get the ball back, maybe can get more points on the board. Something to pay attention to. You've talked about kind of the 3-headed monster running the football for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number of times tonight, the doctors have been over there talking to Najee Harris. I don't know what really happened early in this game, but I saw him head to the locker room early here before the end of the first half, so something for us to pay attention to going into the second.
On this drive, parts of it, Pickett had completed 8 consecutive passes. He had the call radioed in. 11th play of the drive coming up. They've got it 3rd and goal. They're at the 6-yard line of the Colts. Lining up in the gun. 3 wide to the near side. 5 in the secondary. Shotgun snap. Here's the blitz. They rush 5. Pickett hit as he throws into the end zone. And it was a bobbling one-handed attempt in the back corner. And it's incomplete for Pickens from Pickett. Near side, back corner, right at the pylon. It's 4th and goal. They'll try for 3, and the Colts defense holds Pittsburgh out of the end zone just before halftime.
He hasn't missed many tonight,
but that was
a miss.
Yep.
George Pickens on the corner route, shook the defender to the inside, had 4 or 5 yards of space. You just set it out there. The young man a little too far, and he couldn't pull it in with that one-gloved hand. Oh, missed opportunity for the Steelers.
Matthew Wright will try a 25-yard field goal. He's nailed one from 52 and 45. Ball put down. Right-footed kick is away to our left and good. And there is his 3rd field goal tonight from 25. And the lead of the Steelers expands again to 16-3 just before halftime. 56 seconds to play in the first half. 16-3 lead for Pittsburgh. Timeout on the field, and you're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One.
With one of the best savings rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar. You're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and member FDIC.
You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One with Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan, Rich Eisen will take our halftime with Ian Rappaport in Los Angeles. Moments from now, another field goal by the Steelers. A reminder that you can watch NFL Network and Westwood One announcers Eisen and Warner each and every Sunday on NFL Game Morning at 9 Eastern Time. The kickoff by Pittsburgh taken 4 yards deep and brought out here by Isaiah Rodgers. Up the middle he goes, hash mark 15-20. Broken tackle, angles far side 25-30. Far sideline 35-40. To the far sideline he goes, he's knocked down. At the 41-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts, working through traffic, breaking tackles, and speeding by oncoming defenders for 45 yards. On a return, he took about 4 yards deep in the end zone, and he was very patient with the blocks, and it gives him a nice return on the kickoff.
Yeah, that was huge. Sets him up. Only got to go about 25 yards to get a kick here. Plenty of time, 2 timeouts left.
First down and 10. Colts have 2 timeouts. Ryan in the gun, his own 41. There's the shotgun snap. Left tackle block. Line drive throw. Belt high catch. It's made by Pittman at the 45 and quickly pounced on. Doesn't get much more than 6 on the play. Brought down 47 of the Colts. Second down 4. They quickly assemble at the line. On the helmet logo painted at midfield. 47 of the Colts, second down and 4. Shotgun snap. Ryan, he's in duress and he's flushed from the pocket. Running to the near side. Pump faking at the 45. Near sideline 50. And then tackled around the ankles, crossing midfield. And a timeout taken as he stumbles ahead to the 47-yard line of the Steelers. On the near sideline, running for 6 and a first down. And a timeout curtain. 22 seconds to go before halftime as the Colts now are into Pittsburgh territory.
And once again, I thought he missed an opportunity to get the ball out quick. Had a little hook route back to his left-hand side. And once again in the pocket, instead of just hitting that back foot and letting the ball go, taking a hitch, surveying things a little bit too long, it gets covered up. Then he's got to get out of the pocket, and he's got to hold on to the football. Can't throw it away. He's got to get the first down, but forces them to use another timeout.
So the kickoff return of 45 yards by Rodgers gives the Colts good field position here. They've got 1 timeout remaining and 22 seconds on the clock with which to work before halftime at the 47 of Pittsburgh and a 1st and 10 for Indy. And quarterback Matt Ryan and his team, blue jerseys and white pants tonight, moving from left to right, lining up on the logo. Shotgun snap, blitz is on, pass far side, caught by Pierce, flag thrown. He ran on the numbers to the 45 and brought down to 44 of Pittsburgh. On the far side of the field, picked up 3 yards, clock at 17 seconds, and stopped at a flag. And Bill Vinovich on the field.
Receiver downfield, offense number 79. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Starting rookie left tackle Ryman, who tonight's got the task of going up against either T.J. Watt or Cameron Hayward or both, and that is a tough night. Colts first penalty tonight, Kurt.
Yeah, just nothing going in their favor right now.
So they line up again. It's 1st and 15. The ball is back to their own 48. And they line up in the gun with 4 wide, 2 on each side. 4 on the line, 5 in the secondary. Matt Ryan gets the shotgun snap. They rush 4. They're pressuring again. He dumps it off to Taylor. Caught the ball in the Colt 45 near sideline. Ran out of bounds near the 50 and picks up 2. And he's going to be like right at the 50-yard line. And the clock at 11 seconds. That sets up 2nd down and 13. Timeout apiece. We're just before halftime and a 16-3 lead for Pittsburgh.
Well, and you just feel like Matt Ryan's got to take a shot down the field. If they've got an opportunity here, he's got to take a shot right here, try to pick up that 15, 20 yards and give him an opportunity. No more dink and dunk at this point.
2nd down, 13, 50-yard line. 11 seconds to play before halftime. The Colt quarterback in the gun gets a low snap around his knees. He straightens up. Now he's hit as he throws. Short pass dropped. Dropped out of the backfield. And Jelani Woods, the tight end, had it as he was facing his quarterback on a short throw, and it's incomplete. Dropped at the 45 of Pittsburgh. And so now, why not do a Hail Mary, right?
Well, and that was a good drop. I think you can still, with 6 seconds, if you can get something quick, get back, throw a quick slant over the middle of the field, pick up 7, 8, 10 yards, get down, call your timeout, maybe set yourself up for a kick.
6 seconds remaining, 3rd and 13 from the 50 for the Colts. There's a low snap and a line drive throw caught by Woods on a slant at the 45. He then dives between the hash marks And down to the 41-yard line of Pittsburgh. It's a gain of 9. It's 4th and 4, and they'll bring out the young kicker, Chase McLaughlin, who will try about a 59-yard field goal here with 3 seconds to play before halftime. So I guess
you're not going to give me any love there? Like I just pulled a Tony Romo, right? They did exactly what I said they were going to do.
Kurt, you were amazing with that.
Thank you.
With that,
nobody at home can see it, so I'm not getting any Tony Romo love. It's only the people at home to know.
No, that was great.
I could do that too.
But you do that. See, I'm so used to it because you do it on almost every play. You do it on almost every play. But they got the yards. I mean, it's still going to be an incredibly long field goal. McLaughlin will try a 59-yarder. We are indoors, and that is good. The ball down right on the painted portion of the logos. That means the field there a little bit harder. And let's see a timeout.
Third and final timeout. Pittsburgh. 30-second timeout.
Pittsburgh uses, as you just heard, their last timeout. No, that was a good call. And Ryan got the ball up to the guy who dropped the ball the previous play, Jelani Woods, the rookie out of Virginia. And he worked his way to the 41. So let's see what this does here for the Colts, who are looking for any kind of help they can get as they go into halftime. Like we said before, their first half differential is minus 63 points, the worst in the NFL this season.
Whew. This would be huge, though.
Yep.
Again, getting the ball out in the second half. Get 3 points here. Make it back to 10 points.
McLaughlin will be ready. The hold by Matt Hawk. Right between the hash marks in the middle of the field. 59-yard field goal before halftime. Good snap. Ball put down. The punt is blocked. The kick is blocked. Cameron Sutton blocks it. Sutton blocks the field goal try from 59. Zeros on the clock. The field goal attempt from 59 is blocked. And a fitting end to the first half. I believe it was Cameron Sutton, the cornerback, who came through and blocked the 59-yard field goal. Also in there, perhaps, was Isaiah Loudermilk. Let's watch it again in our replay as he had to go low on the kick. And it was, I think, Loudermilk. Yep, it was. 92.
All right. Just throwing up that big left hand.
They also had Cameron Sutton diving from the edge. And the halftime score is 16-3. It stays there. Field goal attempt blocked by the Steelers on the 59-yarder by the Colts. All right, we are at halftime, 16-3. Pittsburgh on top of Indianapolis. When we come back, Rich Eisen rejoins us from our studios with the halftime report. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One.
At CDW, we get balancing disparate clouds can be messy.
Yep, it's like an ice cream cone. The more scoops you get, the greater the risk of failure.
Well, if you want 5 scoops, you should get 5 scoops. And with the Nutanix Enterprise Cloud solution orchestrated by CDW, you can manage applications and data across all your clouds from a single point of control.
Is it weird that my mouth is watering?
A little. IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at cdw.com/Nutanix.
You don't have to bend it like a soccer superstar to hire great talent. Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Post a sponsored job and you'll get instantly matched with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your job description. And you can schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from Indeed's hiring platform. Get $75 in credit towards your first sponsored job at Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to the Progressive Insurance Studios. I'm Rich Eisen. Progressive Insurance gives you protection on the phone, online, or on the app 24/7 because things happen 24/7. Get a quote at Progressive.com. We're at halftime of Monday Night Football Week 12 edition, and it is all Pittsburgh, 16-3 at the half. Turning to other news around the National Football League, the game we saw last night in Philadelphia, Jordan Love finished it all up, and that's how we start with Ian Rappaport, my colleague from the NFL Media Group, NFL Insider at Rap Sheet, joining us now right here on Westwood One's halftime show of Monday Night Football. Ian, what is the latest involving Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers has multiple injuries, a banged-up year for a banged-up team. First of all, he's dealing with a thumb injury. We now know it is an avulsion fracture of his thumb, Rich, which means that the ligament tore off the bone and took a piece of the bone with it. So it's a ligament injury and a fracture. Leads to a lot of instability and probably explains why he's throwing the ball in a way that he never has before. So that obviously is something to monitor. And now he's got a rib injury, too. He's been undergoing tests all day earlier today. And I would say there's maybe a little bit of optimism that he escaped serious injury, but they're going to continue with some tests over the course of the next day or so to see if he can play on Sunday. If he is cleared, he will play.
Well, I mean, he does have ownership of the Bears, and it would be in Chicago, so that would make sense. But tongue no longer firmly planted in cheek. I mean, for the 4-8 Packers, is there any sense of maybe shutting him down and going with Jordan Love the rest of the year?
Those conversations will happen, and you're not wrong to bring that up. I think the Packers are starting to have those conversations now. It's really just Rodgers is not going to stop until they're mathematically out of it. I think if they got their ninth loss, would he say, all right, uncle? He might. I think those conversations will happen at that point. But the problem with Aaron Rodgers is he's always got a win streak in him. So he could play and just win all the games, and you don't want to give up that possibility, at least not this week.
The defending world champion Los Angeles Rams, Ian, I don't know. I've heard of Super Bowl hangovers, but this is kind of ridiculous with Cooper Kupp hurt and Allen Robinson now out for the year, and Matthew Stafford in and out of the lineup. Even Sean McVay took one on the jaw this past weekend on the sideline. Is Aaron Donald in danger of missing significant time now for the Rams?
Yeah, I think the Sean McVay hit from the helmet probably as good a symbolism for the Rams season as you could imagine. Yeah, Aaron Donald is, in fact, in danger of missing Sunday. From my understanding, he's being looked at for a potential high ankle sprain, which, depending on the severity, could knock a player out 4 to 6 weeks. We're getting to that point when every real injury is potentially season-ending, and I think for the Rams, they're not going to put a huge part of their franchise like Aaron Donald at risk for no reason. They are also getting to the point where you could say, you know what, is this a player we're going to shut down, and is it worth bringing back Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Aaron Donald if he's injured? Some big decisions await the Los Angeles Rams.
And, of course, they don't have their first-round draft choice. It belongs to Detroit as part of the Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford trade. Last one for you. What happened with Odell Beckham Jr. in this flight from Miami to Los Angeles, and how does it affect anything going on with his free agency tour that's about to start?
Second question first. I do not believe this affects anything regarding his free agency. The Cowboys have already been on record saying they're full speed ahead. I've talked to some of the teams involved. No one has a real problem with it as of now. So what was it? Well, depending on the various accounts, and there's been several, it's either Beckham being unresponsive after the flight attendants responded to what they thought was a medical issue, or it's Beckham sleeping and not wanting to be woken up and offering to put his seatbelt on with the flight attendant saying, you know what, it's too late, we're taking you back to the gate. It's probably something in the middle. I know this. He wasn't detained. He wasn't arrested. He ended up leaving the flight by his own accord, and he probably wishes he had never boarded that flight to begin with. I will say that.
And so what about his free agency tour now?
Well, he's got a big one coming up. He's got the New York Giants. His old New York Giants, as a matter of fact, would create one of the most unlikely reunions in history. Only thing that would make it more unlikely would be Dave Gettleman returning to the Giants. So he's got the Giants on Thursday and Friday. He's also got the Bills. He's also got the Cowboys. It's a visit to talk to the coaches, but it's also a visit for them to check out his ACL and see the progress he's making in his rehab.
Ian Rappaport, appreciate the time. We'll see you on NFL Network and beyond.
Look forward to it, Rich. Thank you.
And our chat with Ian Rappaport began with a conversation about Green Bay's 12. 1 week from tonight, we'll be at halftime of the TB12 in Tampa after the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just lost in Cleveland yesterday. Monday Night Football next week, a huge game in the NFC South as the Bucs try to sweep the Saints in a wide-open division, but that's next week. We still have a second half to go in this Monday Night Football game. We're at the commercial break right here of our halftime show. The score is Pittsburgh 16, Indianapolis 3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Hy-Vee makes grocery shopping easy with Hy-Vee Aisles Online. Just order online, schedule a pickup or delivery time, then leave the shopping to us. Download the new Hy-Vee Aisles Online app or go to HyVeeAislesOnline.com. It's easy to create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Plus, with Hy-Vee Aisles Online, pickup is free on orders over $30, and delivery is free with a membership. Save time. Shop online with Hy-Vee Aisles Online.
It's time for a new kind of credit card. One that's with you where you are, wherever life leads. The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO earns you unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase, every day, every step of the way. For important information and limitations regarding the rewards program, visit fnbo.com/evergreen for complete details. From the great big small bank, ever ready for you to earn more so you can do more. Only with Evergreen by FNBO. Learn more today at fnbo.com/evergreen.
This is Miles with Larry's Heating and Cooling. It's gonna get cold. Gas rates are high, but Larry's can help. If you purchase a furnace and AC, we'll upgrade the AC to a heat pump for free. Combine that with tax credits up to $2,000, Lennox rebate up to $1,200, a Lennox instant rebate up to $500, and up to $1,000 in utility rebates on heat pumps in certain rural areas. This is a great time to buy, so call us today. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermillion.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Todd, Chad, or Roger at Smith Insurance in Yankton if auto owners make sense for you.
First and goal inside the 6 of Indy. Under the center, he gets the snap, and he spins and he hands off Harris over the guard. Broke a tackle on the hash, dives, touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, a 6-yard touchdown run as he ran over bodies and bulldozes his way in for the game's first touchdown halfway through the second quarter. And the Steelers have gone up 12-0 on the Colts.
That's Kevin Harlan with the only touchdown of the game so far. It has been all Pittsburgh, 16-3, and the count in first downs is 16-4. Pittsburgh is dominating on every spot of the stat sheet. Total plays 43-22, total yards 232-71. Time of possession almost 22 minutes to 8 minutes. The Pittsburgh Steelers needing this win to get to 4-7. And the Indianapolis Colts need to just get something started right now. They're down 16-3 in Indianapolis. And we're going to send you back out to Lucas Oil Stadium. And when we return, Kevin Harlan and Kurt Warner will have the second half kickoff. I'm Rich Eisen. We'll chat next week on Monday Night Football in Tampa. But for the moment, back to Indianapolis. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One.
Young people with developmental disabilities deserve every chance for a full and active life. But it can be difficult to balance their day-to-day needs with their lifetime of potential. Hi, I'm Kurt Warner. My wife Brenda and I started Treasure House, a community for young adults with developmental disabilities who have the potential to grow and thrive in the right environment. It's designed not just to be a place to live, but to truly be a home. Join us in supporting these young adults by making a contribution today. Visit treasurehouse.org. That's treasurehouse.org.
At the Home Depot, we have plenty of Christmas trees to make your holidays even more magical. Hundreds of full, easy-to-assemble artificial trees that look so real, you may be convinced they actually are. And for those who love that fresh pine smell, we have a parking lot full of fresh-cut trees to call your own. We'll even help you load your tree in the car so you can bring home the holidays. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Now streaming on Paramount Plus.
A new movie from producers LeBron James and Marsai Martin.
Let's take it up a notch.
Callie's the gamer.
You play Madden? Girls play video games too.
Her dad's an NFL player.
The Falcon. Coleman, ball set.
Now she's about to take control in real life.
You can control me on the field?
Marsai Martin, Omari Hardwick, and Kelly Rowland star in Fantasy Football.
What is the secret? Playing a lot of Madden.
Original movie directed by Anton Cropper. Now streaming on Paramount Plus.
You follow?
Do you Oh.
Welcome back to Westwood One's production of Monday Night Football with Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan. Let's check the halftime stats in a 16-3 lead for the Steelers. Sponsored by Indeed. Hiring is personal, but don't do it alone. With Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution, you can attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Pittsburgh has great balance tonight. 116 rushing yards, 116 passing yards. Pickett through the air, 133. Ryan, the quarterback for the Colts, 5 of 13 for 36. He has thrown an interception. Pickett has always been a terrific guy and nimble in the pocket. Showed that in the first half. 34 rushing yards. And Kurt Warner, no giveaways for the third consecutive game for the young Pittsburgh quarterback.
Well, I mean, and you have to believe that that's going to be key here in the second half as well. You know, I talked about it coming in. He's got 8 interceptions on the year, and part of it is just learning what you can do at this level. But the Colts struggling so much to put drives together, put points on the board. It'll be vital in the second half to be smart with the ball, not give them anything easy.
So the Steelers come in 3-7, 1-4 on the road. They lost their last game to Cincinnati. And they gave up a lot of points, 37, and a lot of yards, over 400. They've lost 3 of 4 overall. The Colts come in 4-6-1, losing by a point here to the Eagles last week. Overall, they've lost 4 of 5. They've changed head coaches. Jeff Saturday, in his first coaching stint of any kind in the college or pro level, won the opener that he coached in Las Vegas and lost by 1 to a former assistant coach on this Colts staff, Nick Sirianni, and the Philadelphia Eagles. Pittsburgh is going to kick off our second half. Colts deferred after they won the flip of the coin. Deep back is Isaiah Rodgers, who had a nice 45-yard kickoff return to end the first half. Steelers will be kicking off from left to right. Another sellout here indoors, and here is the kickoff. And the Colts, Rodgers will take it 8 yards deep and take it out, running up the middle of the 10. Between the hash marks, the 20, broken tackle 30, far sideline 40, chase to the 50, far sideline 40, foot race to the 30, gets a block, he's at the 25 and breaks another tackle. He's down to the pit 20 on the sideline, and then from behind taken down. Flowers with the great return, 90 yards, and he takes it to the 18-yard line, and what a way to start for the Colts. Dallas Flowers with the return, and a beauty it was.
Well, they've only had 2 big plays on the evening, and both of them have been kickoff returns. What a huge play right there to set up this offense. Now the offense has to finish. They have got to get into the end zone on this drive. 89 yards officially. And so with Taylor in the backfield, and the quarterback, Matt Ryan, under center from the Pittsburgh 19. It is 1st and 10. Campbell, the receiver, in motion. Handoff Taylor, right tackle block. Runs past the 20, down to the Pittsburgh 17. And Kurt Warner picks up 2 with the Colts in the CDW red zone. CDW, people who get it. So how do they get it in the end zone? What is the key right here for them to create some kind of big play, one-on-one matchup, somebody stepping up and making that tough play to get them 7 points on the board?
Loading up again this time, Ryan will be in the shotgun from the 17 of the Steelers. 2nd down and 8. At his side, he's got Taylor. 3 wide, 3 on the defensive line for Pittsburgh. Arms outstretched, shotgun snap, handoff Taylor, runs over the right guard, on the hash pass the 15, moves a pile, down to the 11-yard line of the Steelers, still about 2 yards shy of a first. He picks up 6. Now, Kurt, 3rd and 2 for the Colts, who trail 16-3. We're just underway, and they're going to no huddle. They're going to go to the line.
They hand it off again.
3rd and 2, shotgun snap. Ryan looks right, no, looks left. There's a line drive and a diving catch at the 2, caught, and down goes Paris Campbell. In fact, he was on the turf when he caught the ball. He's at the 2 of the Steelers, 1st and goal after the gain of 8 through the air.
Hadn't had much success throwing it. I thought they might hand it off again, but nice job by Matt Ryan, starting off to the right-hand side. Didn't have 1, didn't have 2, didn't have 3, all the way back to number 4 in Paris Campbell, and a nice little catch right there going to the turf. From the 2 of Pittsburgh. Colts showing life. Great return of 89 yards to open up the second half. Shotgun snap on 1st and goal. Handoff Taylor. Dives over the center. Touchdown. Pouring in. Touchdown, Indianapolis Colts. A 2-yard touchdown plunge. And the Colts have cut it 16-9. Less than 2 minutes into the second half. Man, did they need that. Been tough sledding up to this point. Little spark in the building after the kickoff return. And give it to your main guy for the most part outside that one pass. Let Jonathan Taylor finish the deal.
Now the extra point by Chase McLaughlin. Clock is at 13:04 of the 3rd quarter. And a gigantic 89-yard kickoff return by Dallas Flowers set things up. McLaughlin will try to tack on one more. Ball put down, kick to our left is up, and it is good, and a new score to report. Less than 2 minutes into the second half. It's now 16-10, and the Colts to within 6. Let's step aside. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Come on along, head for the mountains of Bush Beer. Head for the mountains, it's cold and it's smooth, and it's waiting for you. Come on, head for the mountains of Bush Beer. Head for the mountains of Bush. Head for the mountains of Life.
Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2022. Anheuser-Busch, Busch, and Busch Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, I'm Tyler Reiser.
And I'm Tyler Moore.
We are service technicians at Kalen's Indoor Comfort. Let's clear the air. HVAC is our passion, and Tyler and I believe we are the highest trained technicians in Vermilion. We can service your heating and cooling systems for every season and in between.
We recommend routine preventative maintenance to extend the life of your system and prevent costly breakdowns.
Or, if you are experiencing a problem, we can help.
So give us a call at 605-624-5618.
When you want comfort, you want Kalen's.
Yankton Motorsports is home to Can-Am, Kawasaki, Arctic Cat, and Sea-Doo. You'll find Yankton Motorsports at 4306 West 8th Street on the way to the lake in Yankton. From sales to service, it's all under one roof. When you need repairs for your ride, call Yankton Motorsports. Set up an appointment. Doesn't matter what ride you're riding, you can take it to Yankton Motorsports and they'll get it done. Tires to tie rods, shocks to struts. It's Yankton Motorsports on the way to the lake, Yankton.
No matter your job, no matter your routine, think about how important your feet are to your quality of life. Foot disorders or foot pain affects absolutely everything you do. Your feet contain 26 bones, 33 joints, and a network of more than 100 tendons, muscles, and ligaments. And to give them the attention they deserve, you should go to the experts. Avera Medical Group Podiatry Yankton has the experience and technology to diagnose and provide the care needed to keep you on your feet. Call Avera Medical Group Podiatry Yankton at 877-256-8973 to learn more. Live better. Live balanced. Avera.
Let's now pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves coast to coast and around the world. This is Westwood One, your home for Monday Night Football.
KVHD and KVTK, Vermilion, Yankton. Proud service of 5-Star Communications.
Colts are going to kick off after they went downfield on an 89-yard kickoff return by the rookie free agent Flowers. Here's the subsequent kickoff after the 2-yard touchdown plunge. Steven Sims in the end zone to our left catches it for the Steelers. 5 yards deep on a knee, and it's a touchback to the 25. It'll be a 1st and 10 with the Steelers' first second half possession coming up. Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan, we're in the Grainger broadcast booth. The ones who get it done, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, backed by 24/7 support and access to product experts. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Running back is McFarland. Najee Harris is out for the rest of the game with an abdominal injury. Steeler 25, shotgun snap, Pickett first and 10, low pass, far sideline, incomplete. It was caught off the artificial surface by Dante Johnson, who bent over, stooped down, got the ball on the far sideline in front of his own bench, but it hit the turf before it reached him. Incomplete, Kurt, second and 10.
When you got teams that have struggled this year, you always look at moments like this when the momentum is shifted to the other side. How do teams respond, especially with a young quarterback?
Quarterback Pickett under center, second and 10. Got the snap, spins, hands off. And this time it goes to McFarland, who runs past the 25 between the hash marks, the 30, and out to the 34 of the Steelers. Nice run. And a gain of 9 at the burst right over the guard, right over the center. And he finds 9, bringing up third down and 1. And here they go now. They assemble at the line, shy of their own 35. Pickett in the gun, got the snap. Hands McFarland, tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Zaire Franklin, the middle linebacker. He was torpedoing through, and no gain on the play. It'll be fourth down and less than a yard, and here comes the Steeler punting unit.
Wow, how big was that play right there? Try to hustle up to the line of scrimmage, which I never really understand in a critical situation. Just huddle up, get your best play called, and get the first down, but they try to hustle up and get a quick run. Great job by the Colts defense.
Pittsburgh going to punt. Presley Harvin lets it go from our left to our right. Back for the Colts is Dallas Flowers, letting it bounce in front of him on the near sideline at the 20, past the 15, down the near sideline. It was well placed and out of bounds at the 12 of the Colts, right in front of the Indy bench below us. 54-yard punt. 12:40 in the third. Make it 11:55 in the third. And it's a 16-10 Pittsburgh lead. Colts get it back. They just scored. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One. From the creators of Kentucky Fried Chicken comes the Taste Good holiday event of the year. KFC's $5 Famous Bowl, starring crispy chicken, creamy mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, and everyone's favorite melty cheese. Treat yourself to the bowl critics are calling a whole lot of food that even a Scrooge couldn't resist. Gift yourself a KFC Famous Bowl for just $5, now on the app and at a Kentucky Fried Chicken near you.
Could you please pass the potatoes?
Uncle Bob, why are you singing?
With all the rewards we are getting, with the Navy Federal Credit Union's Cash Rewards card, I hired a singing coach for caroling.
But it's summer.
Since we get up to 1.75% cash back on all our holiday purchases, there is cheer to last all year.
Please stop.
These potatoes are delicious, by the way.
Get cheer to last all year with Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Dancing crew, trip for two, nailed the final interview. Game with Doug, brand new mug. Come here, kid, give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. New COVID-19 boosters designed for recent Omicron variants are now available. Learn about eligibility and schedule a free updated booster today at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
11:55 here in the third. We just had a punt by the Steelers. We began the second half at a long kick return and then a 2-yard touchdown run. Time to check the schedule of games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by Hulu Plus Live TV. Thursday, Week 13 kicks off Bills at Patriots. Sunday, Colts will be in Dallas. 1 week from tonight, Kurt and I have the Saints in Tampa Bay. Do you know that Hulu Plus Live TV has over 75 live channels with sports like NFL games? It also now comes with Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. Live TV plan required. Restrictions apply. Access content from each service separately. Learn more at Hulu.com. Well, the Colts now can take a lead. Feels like the Steelers should have a much bigger lead than what they've had, huh, Kurt?
It does. They've dominated this game. As I said, two biggest plays have been those kick returns that have set them up for points.
From their own 12-yard line, Ryan in the gun for the Colts. Got the snap, 1st and 10, hands to Taylor, dances a bit and chops his feet and runs over the guard on the hash, and he's out just past the 15-yard line of Indy. Picks up 4 on the play. Colts in their retro uniforms tonight. There's no horseshoe on the side of their white helmets. And they've got striped socks.
But there's 2 horseshoes in the back of their
There are, yeah. That's odd,
so,
isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm looking for the year, and I've not been able to locate the year that they use these uniforms. Clearly they were in Baltimore at the time. 2nd down and 6, just beyond their own 15. Ryan through the air has gone 6 of 14 with a pick. He's in the gun. He gets the snap. He gets a right tackle block, and he throws upfield. It's caught by the tight end, Woods, against his chest at the 22 on the hash mark, and then he spun around and fell at the 24, and he gets a 1st down. It's a gain of 7. Short pass by Ryan. 1st and 10 Colts. Lining up now at the 24 with no huddle. They kind of use a sped-up offense to their advantage. 24 of the Colts, 1st and 10, shotgun snap to Ryan, handoff to Taylor, runs over the center. That's Kelly who's back in there, and he plows his way between the hash marks up to the 29 curtain, picks up 5 for Indy.
Well, they're doing a nice job in the run game. Again, no big plays, but they're picking up 5 yards a pop, which I feel is going to be key in this second half, not making Matt Ryan drop back and hold the football to throw it down the field.
Ryan again has 3 wide in the gun from his own 29, 2nd down and 5. Low shotgun snap, shuffles to his left, plants, throws a pass, near side, wobbly throw, falling down catch. Near sideline, 43-yard line. It's grabbed by the tight end, Jelani Woods. Got the ball, fell in front of his own coach and bench on the near sideline at the 43. 14-yard pickup for the Colts. They're in their own zone with the 1st and 10.
There's a big target right there on the corner route. Just throw it out in front of him and let the big guy go get it.
Ryan in the gun, arms outstretched, 1st and 10, his own Colt 43, hands off to Taylor, bust over the left guard, past the 45 on the hash, the 46, he spins his way past midfield, breaking a tackle, stays on his feet, staggering by the 45, and down to the 44 of Pittsburgh. That's a hard-earned run of 13 yards. When it looked like he was stopped, he kept his legs moving. 13-yard run. Jonathan Taylor now to the 44 of Pittsburgh with no huddle, lining up at the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap, handoff Taylor, cuts over the right guard on the hash and down to the 41 of the Steelers, and Kurt will pick up a 3 right there for Taylor.
And the other thing that does is you continue to hand the football off, pick up that 4 or 5 yards a pop. At some point it's going to open up the play action and hopefully create a big opportunity for these guys on the outside, which they've struggled to get up to this point.
41 of Pittsburgh. Taylor 70 yards on the ground. 3rd consecutive good ground game for him. 2nd down, 7 Colts at the Pittsburgh 41 with a shotgun snap to Ryan. A right tackle block. He moves up. He throws underneath. It's caught by Paris Campbell with both hands above his helmet on the far side, and he got down to the 35-yard line. Kind of lost his balance because he had to contort and reach high to get that pass. Picks up 6. And it's 3rd and 1 as the Colts now moving from right to left are at the 35 of Pittsburgh.
Almost feel like with the momentum you're in 4-down territory. Hand it to your big gun right here.
Let's see what they do on 3rd and 1. Again in the shotgun with 3 wide. The handoff after the snap goes to Taylor. Runs over the center. Kelly gets to the 35 of Pittsburgh. I think he's short.
I think he's a little bit short as well. But as I said, I think you're in 4-down territory anyways. The question once again becomes, do you hand it to him? Having so much success running the football right now, but the last time they were in a situation like this, put it in Matt Ryan's hands. He got the big completion inside the 5.
Well, it's either 4th and 1 or a 53-yard field goal. The offense stays on the field. Ryan will be under center. With a 4th and 1, Pittsburgh 35. 2 tight ends. Signaling his tight end to move. Crouched under his center. With a hard case, he wants that defense to move. And finally they do it, and he runs with a leap over the center and dives and lands at the 34, and a quarterback sneak by Matt Ryan to get the Colt first down after hesitating for a long time, and it finally paid off.
Really good job there by Matt Ryan. It's one thing that you look at as a quarterback when you're coming up in these short yardage situations. Those big guys on the defensive line will get in a submarine position and get really, really low to try to get underneath your offensive line. You're that close. Just jump up over the top, reset football out, and get the first.
Deion Jackson, the new running back, 33 of Pittsburgh. 1st and 10 Colts. Shotgun snap. Right tackle block again. Ryan hit as he throws. Far side. Caught by Mo Alley Cox. And he was on the sideline and then hit low and brought down 22-yard line of the Steelers on the far sideline in front of the Steeler bench. 11-yard gain. Flag thrown across the way.
It's like it's going to be defensive holding or pass interference here. This play is going to stand. You're never quite sure when they create separation at the top. They call it on the offense or the defense, but Steelers are upset down there. I believe this is going to go.
Holding. Defense over 51. Penalty decline. Go from the play. First down.
That's a highly paid Miles Jack. And on this drive, they've got Woods on a pass of 14, Taylor, a run of 13, Kurt Warner, and a pass to Mo Alley Cox, the tight end there of 11. And they've got the ball just outside the red zone, and a 1st and 10 coming up.
You know, a name we haven't heard much or called much tonight has been TJ Watt.
Right.
Just coming back from that pec injury a couple weeks ago and just doesn't seem to be quite the same player yet, trying to work himself into form.
Pittsburgh 22 for the Colts. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. 3 wide. He gets the snap. Ryan cuts a line drive pass. Caught by Mo Alley Cox at the 20. He's just inside the numbers. Then belted at about the 19 on a gain of 3. And the Colts now enter the CDW red zone. CDW people who get it.
We talked about this wide receiver group and not really being that explosive. Good receivers, but not explosive. Seems to be that they've found a matchup they like with the linebackers against the tight ends. 3 big plays to the tight ends on this drive.
Colts began at the 12, now at the 19 of Pittsburgh. 2nd down and 7. Ryan in the gun and 3 wide with a couple tight ends. Shotgun snap. Left tackle block and a short throw on a crossing pattern. Broken up, looking for Pittman. Broken up on the play by Devin Bush. Shallow cross, thrown between the hash marks, down the middle. Short pass incomplete. It will be 2nd down.
Pittman's been their best receiver over the last couple years. Get some separation there. He's just trying to get past Devin Bush as the ball gets there. Touch behind him, but that's a play that you got to make.
Correct something. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Clock is at 6:13 and stopped with the incompletion. Colts are moving again. 3rd and 7 at the 19 for Indy. Deep in Pittsburgh territory. Running back Taylor back in. Matt Ryan in the gun. There's the snap. The drop back of 5. Gets the block. Line drive throw down the middle. Thrown in back of the tight end, who spins around. And Jelani Woods catches the ball on the hash mark at the 13 of the Steelers and picks up 5 and brings up 4th and 2. And they are going to go for 3. They're going to go for 3 on this long drive that had some nice intermediate completions and began at the Colt 12, Kurt.
Tough call right there. Have all the momentum. You're going well. But again, it's a long 2 yards. You just say to yourself, probably live with the points. Momentum back on our side. A lot of time to go. Good drive there by the Colts.
Here's a 32-yard field goal try by the Colts and Chase McLaughlin. Holding will be the center hawk. Ball put down. Kick is away and good. And there was a flag thrown, and it looks like Pittsburgh may be called for the offsides.
Okay, we don't have to go for it.
No. Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
That's huge. On the field goal try, Pittsburgh is called for offsides. And it will be a goal-to-go situation. Cameron Sutton jumping on the edge.
It was really close when you see the replay.
It was.
He moved and he went across the ball, but then he bounced back. And it looked like he might have been able to get back on sides there before the snap, but obviously the Stripes didn't think so, and that is a huge turn of events right there.
Pittsburgh was up 13-0. Now the Colts have got it with a 1st and goal at the Steeler 9 on the offsides on what was going to be a 32-yard field goal try. Ryan is under center. He's got 2 tight ends. In the back is Taylor. Ryan gets the snap, spins right, hands to Taylor, gets a block, runs on the hash, and dives to the 6 and picks up 3 on that 1st and goal. Down to the Steelers 6. Kurt's 2nd and goal coming up, and our clock is approaching 5 to play in the 3rd.
Crazy how games can change, isn't it, Kevin?
Wow.
First half, like you said, coming out like, man, it seems like Pittsburgh should be up more. Now the momentum has shifted completely. The opportunity for the Colts to take the lead here with 5 minutes to go.
The 6 of the Steelers, 2nd and goal in the gun, 4 on the line. Ryan, his arms outstretched. They rush forward. Shotgun snap. He's hit once. He throws an arching pass through the goalpost, down the middle and out of the end zone. A lot of pressure.
Am I the only one that holds his breath every time Matt Ryan drops back? Like, I don't feel like anything good's going to happen. Every time he drops back and he's holding it, and it's like, throw the ball, throw the ball.
And he did, but boy, it was getting messy back there, wasn't it?
Oh, my gosh, it's just nothing smooth and easy for this Colts pass game.
So he throws it away, and now it is 3rd and goal at the Pittsburgh 6 in a 4-man line defensively for the Steelers. Shotgun snap. They rush 4. Right tackle block. Line drive throw. Far side. Lunging catch attempted. Incomplete. Flag thrown at the goal line at the pylon on the far side of the field. As they were going for the rookie tight end, Jelani Woods, who is leaping high and double teamed.
Pass interference. Defense number 39. Foul turn in the end zone. Ball places the 1 yard line. Automatic first down.
That's on free safety Minkah Fitzpatrick, and it's 1st and goal. The Colts a 2nd penalty on the Pittsburgh defense to keep this Colt drive alive.
All I can say is it is hard to play defense in this NFL. I mean, I don't know what Minkah Fitzpatrick can do right there. He didn't impede him. They put hands on him right there at the goal line, but that's playing football. To me, you got to let that go.
1st and goal from the 1. Under center, Ryan got the snap, fumbled the ball, and Ryan jumps on it. Ryan didn't fumble it. The running back, Jonathan Taylor, on the exchange, but Pittsburgh got it. They dug it away and ripped it out of Ryan's hands in the pile. They ripped it out of the Colt quarterback's hands. And so that drive with the goal to go is foiled on a exchange fumble between the quarterback, Ryan, and the running back, Taylor. It looked like Ryan had jumped on the ball, and then Chris Wormley dug it out, ripped it away, and gets it for the Steelers. And a 7-minute and 26-second Indianapolis drive produces nothing.
And I'm going to put that one on Jonathan Taylor. We always say the running back you got to split your hands and you got to allow the quarterback to put it into your body. Before the ball could get into his body, he started to close his hands, and he hit the ball, and that's what knocked it out. And then Matt Ryan's just got to find a way to get back on that football. What a huge play there by the Steelers defense.
Taylor fumbles it for the 4th time this year, and the Steelers take over. 4:29 to play in the 3rd, leading Pittsburgh 16-10 over the Colts. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. You know, changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Pennzoil Platinum can help your engine get more miles. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP extended life oil filter for only $38.99. Get everything you need for better fuel efficiency at any of our 6,200 stores or on AutoZone.com.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
With Black Friday savings at the Home Depot, you'll find top brand kitchen appliances with innovative features that can do more, so your holidays can be more. Ovens with built-in air fryers for baking the perfect cookies. Dishwashers with smart tech to clean everything from bakeware to festive mugs. And high-capacity refrigerators to keep leftovers fresh. Final days to shop Black Friday savings and get up to 30% off, plus instantly save up to $750 on select GE kitchen packages at the Home Depot. Ends November 30th. Our doers get more done. Offer valid November 2nd through November 30th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Blue 42, 53 is the leg. Burrito, hut,
In football, sometimes you have to call an audible. We feel the same way about financial planning. With Fidelity Wealth Management, your dedicated advisor will work with you to create a personalized plan for your full financial picture. And as your needs change, they'll help you make adjustments so you can stay on target. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC.
Colts have a long drive, and they fumble deep in Pittsburgh territory. Steelers take over at their own 7. Don't miss all the NFL excitement on NBC Sunday, Colts and Cowboys. Of course, you can hear every Sunday night broadcast right here on Westwood 1. The Colts lose their 10th fumble of the season, most in the NFL. Ryan officially fumbles for the 12th time. It's 1st and 10, and a handoff to Benny Snell from the 7 of Pittsburgh. Runs over the left tackle, angling to the far sideline. Got just shy of the 15-yard line of Pittsburgh. He picks up 8. 2nd down and 2, and if you're joining us late, Najee Harris, he was knocked out late in the first half of the game with an abdominal injury. He will not return. For that turnover, no offense turns it over more than the Colts. They turned it over twice in the game. A pick early on, and a fumble and a goal to go. 2nd down and 2. Kenny Pickett is in the gun from his own 15. Handoff, Snell hesitates and runs over the guard, then stoned as he ran on the hash mark to the 15. And gains nothing on the play. So, Kurt, it'll be 3rd down and about 2 to go for the Steelers as the Colt defense, ranked number 5 in the NFL, tries to stiffen here.
Well, they've come up with some big stops in this game when we feel like the Steelers have dominated the game, but early on it was field goal after field goal because of this Colts defense. Let's see if they can step up one more time.
Anthony McFarland is in and now in motion out of the backfield. 3rd down 2, Pickett in the gun, his own Pittsburgh 15, gets the snap. Right guard block, line drive through up the middle, and a diving, sliding catch on the hash mark at the 28.
I don't think he made the catch. I think the ball came out.
They're going to wipe it away. He says he had it. Officials look differently. Tomlin over there arguing. They're going to call it incomplete as we watch it again up here. It was low, and you're right. And Pickens, Pickett was wrong.
One of those throws on the in route from Pickens.
Yeah.
He knew he had to beat the safety with the throw, so he drove it a little bit harder than he normally would, forced it to go down towards the turf, and Pickens couldn't pull it off.
So Pickens will drop the ball. It is 4th down. Here's a punt now from Harvin. Heavy pressure put on. And deep back with the fair catch at the Colt 45 is Dallas Flowers. He's the one who had the long kickoff return to begin the second half of 89 yards. A 40-yard punt. Colts will start it back at their own 45. First downs in this quarter, 7-0 Colts. We'll take a break and 2:57 to play in the 3rd. It's a 16-10 lead for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
When you open up a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van, you're opening up more than just doors. You're unlocking potential. The potential to do your own thing, be your own boss, and steer your own success. Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van owners live, work, and play out their dreams, no matter how far off the beaten path it takes them. Because they know there's nothing like taking your own route and reawakening that spirit of adventure that lies within all of us. With 16 body types, your choice of a gas or diesel engine, thousands of ways to customize, and now available in all-wheel drive, a Sprinter van is capable and versatile enough to help drive your ambitions, wherever you want to take them. So go ahead. Now's the time. Unlock your potential inside a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter.
Southern Recipe Pork Rind.
Celebrate Pork Rind Appreciation Day this football season with the bacony crunch of Southern Recipe Pork Rind. Get a low-carb, protein-packed pork rind snack that's as tasty out of the bag as it is in your favorite keto-friendly recipe. Find your rind at southernrecipe.com.
Southern Recipe Pork Rind.
Available in the snack aisle at your local Hy-Vee today.
Will they find a home? Sponsored by Geico. Steve is intrigued by the paranormal.
Otherworldly spirits really make a house a home, you know?
Janice has different taste.
I'd like my house to not be haunted.
Compromise is tough, but these two won't have to compromise when they bundle home and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and they could save even more. In the end, Steve and Janice found a renovated Victorian that's only haunted from 9 to 5.
Okay, wife's home. I gotta bounce.
Bye, Steve.
Bundling without compromise at Geico.com.
Back in Indianapolis with a 16-10 Steeler lead over the Colts. Steelers just punted. Colts going to take over at their own 45. Cyber Monday is here. Head over to NFLShop.com for the best holiday deals to support your team all season long. Savings like this only come once a year, so don't miss out. To shop now, go to NFLShop.com. Last time the Colts had it, they fumbled deep in Pittsburgh territory. Gave away a golden opportunity to possibly take a lead in this game. Fumbled by Ryan, but the defense held, and Pittsburgh just punted, so the Colts have it again. Starting at their own 45 with a shotgun snap, and Ryan is back. 1st and 10, winds up, pass downfield, caught by Woods over the shoulder, far sideline, then runs out of bounds at the 39-yard line of the Steelers, runs into their bench. Steelers are over there saying he bobbled the ball. It's a 16-yard completion as of now, and put him at the 39 of Pittsburgh.
Well, they seem to have found something with these tight ends. Deep corner route once again. Levi Wallace came off and hit him, but nice catch there by the tight end.
And off on 1st and 10 goes to Taylor out of the gun from the 39 of Pittsburgh over the center for 4 yards is where they'll mark him at the 35 of the Steelers, running right between the hash marks. And again, not huddling.
They're staying with that tempo, right? It's been good for them here in the second half.
2nd down and 6. Colts late here in the third quarter. Trailing by 6. 35 of the Steelers. Shotgun snap. Fake handoff. Ryan looks left. Now goes short. Underneath. Woods has it and was grabbed on the near sideline once he caught that ball and trapped it against his chest at the 35. Literally no gain on the play. Tried to lunge, and they said, we're not going to buy it. We're staying at the line of scrimmage. Caught the short pass on the near sideline. Now 3rd down coming up and 6.
Trying to get that big play off the play action, which we had talked about. A 7 pump, a corner pump by Pittman. Wasn't open. Safety goes up over the top. Matt Ryan's just got to dump it down.
Taylor the back. Ryan in the gun. Ryan through the air. 14 of 24 for 86 yards in a pick. 35 of Pittsburgh. 3rd and 6. Arms outstretched. 4 wide. Got the snap. Drops back. Crumbling pocket. Moves up. Goes downfield. Caught 20. 15 down the middle. 10. Woods takes the ball on the hash. Down to the 7-yard line. The tight end caught it in stride. Takes it down to the 7 of the Steelers. A catch and run by the rookie tight end Woods. Up 28. 1st and goal to go. Colts.
And a great job by Matt Ryan with T.J. Watt coming off the edge. Stepping up hard in the pocket to create some space to make that throw.
1st and goal, 7-yard line of the Steelers. Shotgun snap, handoff to Taylor. Runs over the center. Legs keep churning. Body is not moving. Got a yard to the 6. So 2nd down and goal for the Colts. Kurt, who trailed by 6 late here in the 3rd. And they got it 2nd and goal at the Steelers 6.
Well, as you said, another opportunity inside the 10-yard line. Got to find a way to finish here. They're going to go back to their tight ends. Looking for that matchup down here in the tight red zone. A lot of man-to-man coverage down here.
At the 6 in the gun. Ryan, 2nd down and goal for the Colts. Pittsburgh 6. 4 in the line. Shotgun snap. They rush 4. Arching spiral into the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Near sideline. Caught in the back by Michael Pittman. Heavily covered on the play. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the coverage on the play by James Pierre. Touchdown that ties the game at 16 with 16 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter.
Hey, you're looking for your matchup down here. Your big wide receiver. We've talked about how they're not necessarily great at separating with great speed, but they've got good size. They've used their big tight ends. They use their big wide receiver right there to go one-on-one, put the ball up high, and let him go get it.
Now to try to take the lead for the first time tonight on the extra point. Ball put down, kick is away, good for the Colts. 2 are left. And the Colts have their first lead after trailing 13-0, 14 unanswered by Indianapolis. On a 6-yard touchdown pass to the backpedaling wide receiver, Pittman, 5 yards deep in the end zone on the near side. 16 seconds to play in the 3rd. Colts by 1. Break in the action. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
Craftsman Days at Lowe's are going on now. Get limited time savings across the store like $100 off a V26 tool combo kit. Plus, enter the Craftsman Days Ultimate Garage Sweepstakes for a chance to win Craftsman products valued at over $10,000. Learn more at Lowe's.com/Ultimate Garage. Offer valid through 12/31 while supplies last. No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31. Residents of 50 USDC, 18 or older, and age of majority, and have a Lowe's.com account. Void where prohibited. See rules at Lowe's.com/Ultimate Garage for entry instructions, odd prices, etc. Sponsor Lowe's.
So Pittsburgh was up 13-0 in the second quarter, and Indy has come back. And now they take a 17-16 lead. Ryan just had a touchdown pass to Pittman. And now they're getting ready for the kickoff. Good-looking drive, start at the 45. Defense had a nice little stand. That ball is kicked in the back of the end zone, and Sims goes to a knee for the Steelers. Touchback, Kurt, to the 25 for Pittsburgh, 1st and 10.
How quickly this has changed. Man, this is amazing. We've seen kind of like the tale of two halves. Domination, all the momentum for the Steelers in the first half. Colts take it back here in the second half.
And Ryan has settled down, too. 6 of 14 in the first half, 10 of 12 in the second so far.
And they've been using their tight ends. 9 receptions for 95 yards for their tight ends on the evening.
Snell is the back. Quarterback Kenny Pickett is under center. He moves the receiver Sims. He gets the snap and rolls to the near side. He is chased, and he's on the numbers and throws to the sideline. And he's throwing for George Pickens, and it's incomplete on a dive, as he was on the near side at about the 37 of the Steelers on the sideline in front of the Colt bench. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Love the read there. Running a naked bootleg. The flat is covered up. Ooh. And a nice job by Kenny Pickett to go up over the top to his deep comeback. Looked like George Pickens had caught the football, but then as you go to the ground, you got to hold on to it. It hits the ground. It comes out.
2nd down, 10, Steeler 25. Pickett is in the gun. Hands off to Snell. Wrapped up as he went over the center. And Okereke gets him, the linebacker, and allows only a gain of a yard in the final play of the third quarter. Going to the Pittsburgh 26.
Well, we went the whole first quarter without the Colts getting the first down. Now we've gone the whole third quarter without the Steelers getting the first down.
What will happen in the fourth? Is that what you're setting us up for? What is going to happen?
Yeah.
We don't know.
We're going to play the fourth, right?
We're going to play it.
All right,
with the Colts taking a 1-point lead to the fourth. 17-16, coming back to take a lead. Let's go to the fourth quarter. From downtown Indianapolis, you're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
We all know the game isn't over till it's over. You just got to keep driving towards the end zone. And when it's time to turn the game around, you need all the right parts to play together. So next time you need a part for your car, don't call it quits. Head to eBay Motors. They have 122 million parts. So the road to victory is always in your favor. And you can keep driving well into overtime. Get the right parts at the right prices. ebaymotors.com. Let's ride.
Find the latest and greatest audio entertainment on Audible. It's got everything you want to hear, including The Rich Eisen Show. Along with podcasts, you'll also find audiobooks and exclusive originals. We're talking comedy, sports stories, deep dives with athletes and entertainers, business, and anything else you're into. With Audible, you get access to thousands of included titles with more added every week. Listen on the road, at the gym, or anywhere you want to fuel up your imagination. Join and get 30 days free at the home of storytelling, audible.com.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Welcome back to Indianapolis. This is Westwood One's production of Monday Night Football with Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan. It's a 17-16 Colt come from behind lead going to the fourth. Just the third time they've had a lead going to the fourth quarter this season. Start of the fourth quarter sponsored by Vicks NyQuil Severe. Knock out 9 of your worst cold and flu symptoms with Vicks NyQuil Severe. Just one dose starts working fast for maximum strength nighttime relief. NyQuil Severe, the best sleep with a cold medicine. The ball is at the 26 of the Steelers. Kurt, they have it 3rd and 9 to start the fourth quarter.
Well, right where you want them to be if you're the Colts defense, right? Not a lot of third and longs tonight, but here we go. See if the young quarterback can come up with a big throw.
Benny Snell is the back, 3 wide. Kenny Pickett is the quarterback. He's in the gun. He gets the snap 5 yards away. They rush 5. He shuffles out of the pocket. There's a line drive downfield. Diving attempted catch of the 39 is made by George Pickens. A flag is thrown. They say
personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 45. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Well, it was a gain of 13 through the air that got him to the 39 on the diving hash mark catch of Pickens. And now they mark off additional yardage. The first completion this half from Pickett.
And it's the third time's the charm. There's been 3 low throws to Pickens here in the second half. Wasn't able to pick up the other 2. Plucked that one right off the turf, and then every time, if you're a defender, that arm gets up and hits a quarterback in the helmet, they're going to attack on 15, and that's exactly what happened right there.
E.J. Speed was the linebacker who came in on the Pittsburgh quarterback, and with the penalty in tow, the ball is at the 46 of the Steelers. Now the official runs in, and they move it back a yard.
We need a clock adjustment.
All right. Take it.
Please reset the game clock to 14:45.
All right, we'll do that. 14, was it 14:31?
You do everything, don't you? You reset the clock.
And that's not good.
Game.
14:45.
You give me fascinating stats. I mean, you do it all.
Well, you just told me about the uniforms the Colts are wearing back to the late 50s when they're in Baltimore.
Well, I learned that on Twitter.
Oh. Which you can trust.
Well, yeah, because everything on Twitter is true. So
and nice. 46-yard line of Pittsburgh. The Colts moving.
Very nice on Twitter.
Colts are moving backwards here as the Steelers on a 1st and 10 from the 46 of Indy have an end around. And this is the wide receiver, Gunnar Olszewski, the former New England Patriot, taking it down to the 37-yard line of Indy on a gain of 9 on an end around. And making it 2nd down and 1.
We got ourselves a game, Kevin. Early in the first half, I didn't think we were going to get much from a competitive standpoint. Now we're back and forth. Lead by the Colts. I like the way the Steelers here are bouncing back. Nice little drive they're putting together.
Pickett is under center. 2nd down and 1. From the Colt 37, got the snap and hands off, and a big run by Snell over the left tackle, the 30. On the numbers, the 25, and down to the 24-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts goes running back Benny Snell. He picks up 13 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's a 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. Now they're moving the ball on offense.
Getting close to that red zone again. It's been mostly field goals on the evening. And they find a way. Somebody step up, make that big play as we saw Pittman make for the Colts and get him into the end zone.
Pickett through the air, 15-22. Running back remains Benny Snell by himself, and Pickett's under center. From the Colt 24. 2 tight ends. The snap, the spin, the fake handoff, the backpedaling drop. He throws it off to his tight end, Zach Gentry, who is manhandled, swarmed under, and knocked back to the 28-yard line of the Steelers, losing 4 on a short pass. So the numbers painted on the field here on the near side. Caught it, was driven backwards, went all the way back to the 28 of the Indianapolis Colts.
I like that. Manhandled. Swarmed under.
Avalanche took defense, pushback. 2nd down, 14. 28 of the Colts. Steelers in their white jerseys and bright gold pants and black helmets, moving from our right to our left. Quarterback Pickett has got Snell in the backfield. Shotgun snap. 2nd and 14. Throws across the middle. Caught by Deontay Johnson. 20 on a shallow cross. Runs along the 20. Laterally to the far side. And was tackled at the 20. Brought down there by Kenny Moore. Caught the ball, shallow cross, picks up 8, ran along the 20, tackled at the 20 on the far sideline on a gain of 8, 3rd and 6 coming up.
Nice job, young man. Kenny Pickett in the first half had a free blitzer on him, didn't throw the ball away and took a sack, put him out of field goal range. That time, another free hitter stood in there in the face of the pressure and delivered to Deontay Johnson to set them up for a short 3rd down here.
Pickett in the gun at his side, Snell. He's got 2 tight ends, 20-yard line of the Colts, 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, they rush 5. He throws a line drive near side, caught near side at the 10. Grabbed by Freiermuth and then works his way down the near sideline past the 5 to the 3 and knocked out of bounds. Moore knocked him out. Catch and run of 17 by the terrific tight end, Pat Freiermuth, and it's a 1st and goal at the 3 of the Colts for the Pittsburgh offense.
Knows where he wants to go with the football. Gets his eyes there. Quick little hitch. Pretty good coverage by Moore, but the ball nicely out in front of his tight end where only he can get it, and able to turn the corner inside the 5.
So we've had 1 lead change in this game. Maybe a second is on deck as the Steelers break huddle at the 3 of the Colts with the 1st and goal. Running back is Snell. Quarterback is Kenny Pickett under center. He's got Derek Watt, the fullback, in motion. Offset eye. There's the snap. Spin to the left. Fake handoff. Rolling the quarterback. And a shovel pass. And it's caught by Watt outside the hash at the 2 and drilled right there. Read beautifully by DeForest Buckner on the line. They gain a yard. They're down to the Colt 2. It's 2nd and goal for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the newest fad in the NFL is the shovel pass. Here we're faking like we're going to go with a naked bootleg to the right-hand side and a little flip back in there to his fullback. Not a very good flip either, but once you get it going forward, doesn't matter if it doesn't find its connection, hits the ground, you're still in good shape, and it's why I think a lot of people like to run it down here.
Colts 2, Pittsburgh 2nd and goal. Shotgun formation. There's the snap, 4-man rush. Fake handoff and a throw into the end zone. It is broken up and incomplete on the near side by Brandon Faison. And a pass intended for the number 1 receiver of the Steelers, Deontay Johnson. Near side, 5 yards deep, incomplete in the end zone. 3rd and goal coming up for the Steelers.
Exact same play that the Colts scored on. The exact same corner of the end zone right there. Pittman came up with the catch. Deontay Johnson, if there's one knock on him, it's missing some opportunities to make catches he should catch. That one right there should have been a touchdown.
So we have 2 injuries on the field. Kenny Moore in the secondary is in the middle of the end zone and on his back and being looked at. And Steven Sims, the Steeler receiver, is hobbling to the far side. So there's a break in the action. The clock at 9:58 here in the 4th. And the Colts holding on to a 1-point lead, but the Steelers have a goal to go. Let's step aside, and this is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Hey, this is Jack out of Joe D's, and we've got a lot to talk about, so crank up that radio, sit tight, and don't miss a minute. We've got the seafood buffet every Friday and Saturday. We've got steaks, burgers, chicken to go. There's pizza, fresh-baked chocolate chip cookies on the buffet Monday through Thursday. And don't forget about the 465 dinners to go. When you're in a hurry, just give us a call, stop in, we'll have them ready for you.
Joe D's Restaurant, a South Dakota tradition.
Hi, this is Chris Redrick.
And Jeff Sage.
We are Kalen's Indoor Comfort Service Technician.
And lifelong residents of the Yankton area.
If you are experiencing a problem with your furnace,
or just need a preventive maintenance, we're here for you 24/7.
Remember, most breakdowns can be prevented with regular maintenance.
So join the club.
The Comfort Club. You get peace of mind, increase your comfort, and save 15%. So give us a call at 665-4348.
When you want comfort, you want Kalen's.
Cold beer and good food. You can find both in a lot of places. What makes Bert's Bar in Beersford special is the atmosphere. The bartenders are friendly and love to chat up their customers. They also have TVs everywhere, so your favorite game is always close to your table. So whether it's family dinner from our extensive menu or home-cooked food items or watching the game with your friends, Bert's Bar is the place to be. Bert's Bar, between the Super 8 and Dollar General in Beersford.
Here's what people say about Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. One customer, quote, absolutely fantastic service. Another, Mike and Dan Carlson have a great family business. One more, we've been going to the shop since we've moved to town. Quality repair for reasonable money. For all your vehicle needs, count on Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. And check them out on Facebook.
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop. Your complete car care center.
The players that were injured have been taken off. The ball is at the 2 of the Colts. The Steelers have moved downfield, upcoming the 11th play. It is 3rd and goal. On this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd down. Rookie quarterback Kenny Pickett is in the gun. 4 wide. Shotgun snap. Handoff. Snell runs laterally. Cuts over the left tackle. Touchdown Steelers. A 2-yard touchdown run on a good cut by Benny Snell. And the Steelers have recaptured the lead. Clock at 9:55 of the 4th quarter.
Nice cut right there by Snell. They had it bottled up on the inside. Saw that, bounce to the corner, use that speed to get around the edge, and it looks like Pittsburgh is going to try to take a 7-point lead and go for 2 right here, Kevin.
They lead 22-17. Another lead change. After a 13-0 early Pittsburgh lead, Colts came back to lead by 1, and the Steelers have answered with a long drive. That's the first rushing touchdown for Snell in 2 years. Now they're going, as Kurt said, for 2. From the 2. Pickett gets the shotgun snap. A block from his center. Flush from the pocket. Running to the numbers. Cocks his arm. Throws in the end zone. Caught in the corner on a knee by George Pickens for 2. And the lead is 7 for the Steelers. Pickett to Pickens. And Pittsburgh leads it 24-17 with 9:55 to go in the 4th.
Those two have a really good feel. Nothing happening quickly within the structure of this play. Nice job by Kenny Pickett. When he got to the edge, I thought he was going to run it in. He would have walked into the end zone if he was running it. Sees a little separation in the back corner and drills the ball out there to Pickens for the 2-point conversion. Well done by those two once again.
So another lead change, and the Steelers back on top. And with Hall of Famer Kurt Warner, Kevin Harlan, we are in the Grainger broadcast booth in Indianapolis. Grainger helps keep your team moving forward at work with supplies and solutions for every industry. Call clickgrainger.com or stop by one of over 250 Grainger branch locations. Through the air, Kenny Pickett, 19 of 27, 168 yards. 2 touchdown runs. Snell, moments ago, from 2 earlier in the game. A 6-yard touchdown run by Najee Harris, who has left the game with an abdominal injury. It's kind of caught people by surprise, I think. Kurt?
What's that?
This game, how exciting it's been.
Well, I mean,
some offense. I mean, for 2 teams that are well below 500. Here's the ensuing kickoff. It will go 3 yards deep in the end zone. The Colts will bring it out with Dallas Flowers. And he takes it on the numbers, past the 20 and the 25, and he's out to the Colts' 26-yard line. And they'll get it 1st and 10 with Matt Ryan.
You mentioned that they're well below 500, but they've both played some pretty close games, including, just a week ago where you had Cincinnati against the Steelers, and they went swing for swing with a hot Cincinnati team losing by 7. And then this Indy team lost 17-16 to what many people believe is the best team in football in the Philadelphia Eagles. So they've been competitive, just haven't been able to find ways to make those plays to win.
Matt Ryan gets a shotgun snap at his own 25, 1st and 10. He throws a little sidearm pass on the flat, a little pass out of the backfield to Taylor, and he's tackled at the 26 and picks up a yard. He was in the range of those painted numbers over there on the field. So a gain of 1, and again, no huddle, 2nd and 9.
A lot of time left.
Yeah, you're right.
Keep feeding your guy. I mean, Taylor's really been the catalyst for their momentum in the second half.
Ryan, the shotgun snap from his own 26. Crumbling pocket. Now he runs. And he's hit and brought down. Back at the 21. Sacked on the play. Coming through Arthur Millette. From the secondary, losing 5. Bringing up now a 3rd and 14 for the Colts. And it's back at the Indianapolis 21. And the clock now just passing 9 to play in the 4th.
Again, just nothing easy in the passing game. Do that, you take the sack. Now you're in 3rd and long. Haven't made many of these.
All gets his, right.
Man.
Back to the 21. 3rd and 14 for Matt Ryan. Through the air, 17 to 27. Shotgun snap. Got the left tackle block there, throws a shallow cross. It's bobbled by Pittman, who caught it, and it bounced off his chest, and then he reeled it in. He got back to the original line of scrimmage at the 25 and tackled on the hash, and then running to the near side and picks up 5. It's 4th and 9, well shy of the first, obviously, and there's the punting unit out there for the Colts.
No, you don't want to be predictable, but I almost feel like this Colts offense has to run it on 1st and 2nd down and give it to Jonathan Taylor and say, hey, you've got to carry us. You got to put us in those short yardage situations. Come out with a pass here and there, but they got to feed the beast. He's really been their catalyst here in the second half.
Ad hoc to punt. And there's the boot. He was hit as he punt. And the ball is punted down the near side to the Steelers. Steven Sims, who gets it after kind of tripping over his own feet at about the 27-yard line of the Steelers to our right. There are no flags on the field. It is clean on a 49-yard punt with a staggering 2-yard return by the Steeler deep back man. And the contact, they say, they were blocked into the punter of the Colts. And so with a 24-17 Pittsburgh lead, we're in the 4th quarter and 7:50 to go. We'll step aside with booze raining down. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
Will they find a home? Sponsored by Geico. Jane doesn't mind an apartment with no elevator.
5 flights of stairs is 5 plates of cardio.
Bob is a little less enthusiastic about stairs.
I hate stairs.
Compromise is tough, but these two won't have to compromise when they bundle renters and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and they could save even more. In the end, Jane and Bob found an apartment that's a 4-story walk-up. And Bob?
Yeah, there's a freight elevator she doesn't know about.
What were you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Bundling without compromise at Geico.com.
Need to hire? Indeed will help scout some fresh talent for you. Their all-in-one hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. The moment you post a sponsored job, you'll get instantly matched with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your job description. And you will only pay for applications that meet your job's must-have requirements. Flag those that don't, and they'll be replaced for free with another candidate on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/crap.
Could you please pass the potatoes?
Uncle Bob, why are you singing?
With all the rewards we are getting, with the Navy Federal Credit Union's cash rewards card, I hired a singing coach for caroling.
But it's summer.
Since we get up to 1.75% cash back on all our holiday purchases, there is cheer to last all year.
Please stop.
These potatoes are delicious, by the way. Get cheer to last all year with Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Pittsburgh Steelers lead here in the 4th, 24-17 over the Colts, and they've got the ball after a punt by the Colts. This season, for the first time, you can hear every Westwood 1 NFL broadcast streamed live for free. Catch all the action on the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, or via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. It's all sponsored by AutoZone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Quarterback Kenny Pickett has gone 19-27 for 168. They've got 2 rushing touchdowns and 3 field goals of 45, 52, and 25, leading at one time 13-0, losing the lead to the Colts and trailing by 1. Now they've come back in a touchdown run of 2 yards by Snell. And Snell gets it here on 1st and 10 from his own 27. Running up the middle on the hash and breaking a tackle at the 30. Running on the hash and up to the 35 of Pittsburgh. And picks up 8. Kurt Warner on 1st down.
There's no doubt you want to score more points here, but I almost believe the key to this is to make sure you get a couple first downs and pin the Colts back and force them to go the long distance. I don't know if they've got the horses to be able to make big plays and work it all the way down the field to put 7 on the board. So be conservative, be smart, get a couple first downs, worst case scenario here.
2nd down and 2 from the 35 of the Steelers. And the Pittsburgh quarterback, it's the shotgun snap and hands off to Snell and over the right tackle. Brought down after a gain of a yard. It's out to the 36 of the Steelers. Tony Brown, by the way, is in there taking the place of Kenny Moore. Because Moore has got a shin injury and he's questionable, has gone back to the locker room. Pittsburgh on the ground, Kurt, 167 yards. That's been huge.
Man, that has been really, really huge. They're going to need one more right here. Big play here for this Colts defense. Have to believe they're going to hand the football off.
3rd and 1. Pickett is under center with 2 tight ends, and Watt, the fullback, is in. From the 36, tight end in motion. Snap, handoff to Watt. Corkscrews his way right over the guard, inside the hash, and out near the 40-yard line. He has the first down. Markham just outside the Pittsburgh 39 on a hard-earned 2.5 to 3-yard gain. Derek Watt with the carry, and he's only carried 4 times. That was the 4th time this season for the Steelers as a fullback.
I like that play. Put him in an up back position, motion the tight end over to his size, almost like you're going to lead that direction, and then spin out and give the quick little dive play back to your fullback. Good pickup.
Steeler 40 in the gun, 1st and 10. It's a shotgun snap to Pickett, who hands off to Snell, who runs over the right tackle and lunges to the 43-yard line and picks up on the play about 3. 2nd down and 7. Kirk coming up. Clock is approaching 5.5 and ticking here in the 4th. Each team with 3 timeouts.
Got to say, though, the fun thing about this Steelers team, even though they haven't had the success they wanted this year, they got a lot of young pieces on this offense. Kenny Pickett, George Pickens, Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, Freiermuth. I mean, they got a lot of really good young skill players that are going to be here for a long time.
Back to pass goes Pickett. 2nd and 7. Pocket crumbling. Grabbed from behind, and Tony Brown with a flag thrown brings him down, grabbing his waist and ripping him down. Back at the 38. Back at the 38 of the Steelers. Flag.
Holding. Offense number 78. Penalty decline. Result in play. 3rd down.
3rd down, and that was called on James Daniels, their starting right guard for the Steelers.
I wondered if they were going to decline it or not. Do you move them back another 10 yards? Because, again, that field position is so vital. Or you decline that and make it 3rd and long here in this situation, which obviously they did.
They did, yeah. Declined it, losing 6, so now 3rd and 13. And the ball pushed back to the 37 with the sack. 37 of the Steelers. Snell is at the side of the rookie quarterback, Pickett for Pittsburgh. Moving from right to left. 4 in the line for the Colts. There's the snap. Here's the 4-man rush. Pickett throws it out of the backfield. Caught by Snell. Spins off one defender, breaking him at the 35. Runs on the numbers, the 40. And he's out to the 44-yard line of the Steelers on the far side of the field. He is shy of the first down by a good 6 yards, gaining 7 on the play. And so the punting unit will go out there for Pittsburgh. And the clock is ticking at 4.5 to play in the 4th, with the Steelers leading 24-17.
That was a nice move there by Snell after he caught the football. Colts had a chance to tackle him as soon as he caught it. Nice spin move back to the inside. Picked up another 8 or 9 yards. And again, that hidden yardage can be huge in games like this.
Dallas Flowers is back to get the punt to our left for the Colts. Pittsburgh will punt at the 30 with Presley Harvin. It's a knee-high long snap and a right-footed punt, which is sent right along the numbers, bouncing at the 20 by the Colt deep back man, rolling by the 15, rolling inside the 10, along the numbers and down to the 7 of the Colts. Hang time was terrific because the coverage was there, and he got a big bounce and a 49-yard punt by the Pittsburgh punter Harvin, puts the Colts at their 7. All right, we got a break. It's 24-17. We're in the 4th. Steelers lead the Colts. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
2000, 2008, 2022. When it comes to the economy, those are some scary years. .com crash, housing crash, and the roller coaster we're going through right now. It's a dangerous time to not know your numbers. But over 31,000 businesses have the confidence and clarity they need because they rely on NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of financials, inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, improve margins. Everything you need all in one place. So, how do you prepare for uncertain times? The answer, NetSuite. NetSuite helps you identify rising costs, automate your business processes, and easily see where to save money. That's why 93% of customers say they improved their visibility and control when they upgraded to NetSuite. What are you waiting for? NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/touchdown. netsuite.com/touchdown.
Better protected this football season with an updated COVID-19 booster shot designed for recent Omicron variants. If it's been at least 2 months since your primary series or booster, schedule your updated COVID-19 booster dose at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Introducing Barbasol 1919 Classic Shaving Cream, paying homage to the original invented over 100 years ago. This new non-aerosol formula features enhanced ingredients, an exceptional glide, and crisp fragrance for a winning shave experience.
Barbasol.
I want to remind you to join us Saturday, December 10th for the Westwood One exclusive coverage broadcast of the Army-Navy football game presented by USAA. John Sadak, Ross Tucker, and Tina Servasio will bring you all the tradition, pageantry, and excitement from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's the 123rd Army-Navy game presented by USAA, beginning at 2 p.m. right here on most of these same Westwood One stations. More information, go to westwoodonesports.com. And this weekend, Westwood One Sports also brings you the SEC Championship. It's this Saturday, number 1 Georgia against LSU. Mike Watts, Derek Ratley, and Olivia Decker have the call, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Olivia Decker, I know her.
Do you?
I know her.
The Colts have the ball at the 7. In the gun is Ryan, down by 7 points. Shotgun snap, lines up 2 yards deep in the end zone. Long downfield, throws a pass. Leaping catch made on the hash mark, and falling down at the 35 was the receiver Pittman. And a flag thrown on the play. The leaping catch, the double-teamed receiver for the Colts at his Indy 35.
Defense number 29. Penalties decline, go for the play, first down.
That was sensational, and a big completion by Ryan of 28 from his own end zone.
Just lay it up high. Let your big guy go get it. Nice job. Good job by Pittman to make that contested catch.
Pittman's had a couple nice catches tonight. And there's a player down. Is that Levi Wallace? I believe on a knee at the 45. It is for the Steelers. 3:44 to go. 24-17 Pittsburgh. And we've got an injury timeout. This gives us a chance to pause 10 seconds for station identification. Coast to coast and around the world, this is Westwood One, your home for the NFL and Monday Night Football.
KVHD and KVTK, Vermilion, Yankton. Proud service of 5-Star Communications.
Second half, Matt Ryan has gone 14 of 16 for 139. First half, only 5 of 13. And he has hit 7 consecutive passes. So he's getting a little bit more rhythm, as you talked about, as the second half has gone on. First and 10. He's under center from his own Colt 35. 3-man rush. There's the shotgun snap. Taylor gets the handoff. Running over the guard. Busting out to the 38. Tackled outside the hash mark. Brought down by Miles Jack. Picks up Forkert to the 39 of Indy.
And lots of time. Lots of time to stay with your game plan. Don't have to throw it every snap. A lot of your successes come starting with Jonathan Taylor back there, so don't forget about him.
3 timeouts apiece. Second down 6. Ryan and the Colts, blue jerseys, white pants, moving left to right. He's in the gun from his own 39. Drops back, left tackle block, line drive up the middle, threads the needle. Caught in a fall down at the 45 by the tight end, Jelani Woods, in Pittsburgh territory. Caught the ball, double-teamed on the catch, crapped it outside the hash, 17-yard pickup and a first down.
Great job with Matt Ryan's eyes to work the safety, but I think I could hit that guy.
He's so big. 44 is what they're marking in Pittsburgh territory. Shotgun snap and a first and 10 for the Colts. Handoff goes to Taylor over the right guard to the 40 on a gain of 4, running along the hash mark. And now Woods, as with that last catch of 17, has got 7 receptions, Kurt, in this second half for Indianapolis, as an official has blown the whistle.
He's done a nice job of making a number of contested catches as well. Big, he moves really well, but there's been 2 or 3 plays that have been bang, bang, catch, contact, done a nice job of making those catches.
The reason why they stopped play was that the player who was down moments ago, Levi Wallace, ran back out on the field, and he's got to miss at least one play and be looked at by all the doctors on that Steelers sideline. So the helmet is off, and he's going to be checked as he tried to sneak back in the game.
But they already ran the play.
They already ran the play. It's too late. The ball's inside the Pittsburgh 40, and the Colts are moving, and 2:31 to go. And
it was a medical timeout. Number 29 was injured and had to leave.
Well, he did. Then he snuck back out there.
Well, then he's out the next play.
Yep, he is.
However many times you sneak out, we're going to get you for a play.
He's in the tent now. Colts got the big catch by Pittman at 28, then to Woods for 17. Second down 6. Matt Ryan in the gun from his own 40, from the 40 of Pittsburgh. Shotgun snap. He gets a block from his running back, and he throws an arching pass down the near side. Broken up at the 15 down the near sideline. He was looking for the rookie receiver, Alec Pierce. Double teamed and broken up by Cameron Sutton. Incomplete. 3rd and 6 for the Colts at the Steeler 40.
Man, that was close. Held that up there for quite a while. Safety back on that side. 2 defenders. Whew.
They like Pierce. He's a rookie out of Cincinnati and a second-round pick.
Yeah, he's been quiet. No receptions, just a couple targets tonight.
40-yard line of Pittsburgh. 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap and a quick throw across the middle. It's grabbed by Pittman as he was upended by Minkah Fitzpatrick on a shallow cross at the 36-yard line of the Steelers in the middle of the field. They gain 4. It's 4th and 2. They'll put him at the 36. And the offense will stay out there as we've reached the 2-minute warning. And now the offense will walk over and they'll discuss things. Of course, they're down by 7. There's 2 minutes to go. They're moving the ball, and 4th and 2 awaits us. We've reached the 2-minute warning, sponsored by Capital One Bank. No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees are another reason. Banking with Capital One is the easiest decision. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One N.A., member FDIC. 2 minutes to play. Steelers have gone up on the Colts, 24-17. We'll step aside as you're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One.
With one of the best savings rates in America, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Slash to be in your band.
Next up for lead guitar. You're in.
Cool. Yep, even easier than that. And with no fees or minimums on checking and savings accounts, is it even a decision? That's banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One N.A. member FDIC.
CDW, we get how to achieve calm amidst the chaos of a hybrid workforce.
Before I check our security updates, I unwind in my desk massage chair.
So I hear. But with Google Chrome OS orchestrated by CDW, you get built-in security with no reported ransomware attacks ever and simplified management so you can stay relaxed.
Sounds good, but I'm keeping the chair.
For proactive security, trust Chrome OS and IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Find out more at CDW.com/Chrome OS.
Progressive's Home Court Explorer lets you easily compare our direct rates with multiple companies. Now that we've covered something you could do, it's time for sports stuff you definitely could not do.
If you were head coach, you would not have gone for it on 4th down. Your confidence in your play calling ability might be a little overblown, considering you're barely confident in which restaurant to order takeout from, let alone choosing a play in front of 70,000 screaming fans.
But you definitely can use Progressive's Home Court Explorer to easily compare rates. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations.
2-minute warning back here in Indianapolis, 24-17. Steelers on top, and the Colts have a 4th and 2 coming up at the 37 of Pittsburgh. Don't miss all the action Thursday night on Amazon Prime Video, Bills and Patriots. And, of course, every Thursday night broadcast can be heard here on Westwood One. They have moved it back 1 yard. They have moved the ball back to the 37. Initially, it was at the 36, so it's 4th and 3 with the setback. And Ryan is in the gun. 2-minute warning, down by 7 at the Steeler 37. Matt Ryan, 4th and 3. Taylor to his left. 4 wide. Shotgun snap. They rush 4. Pass deflected at the line, but caught, I think, on the ricochet
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. How in the world did he catch that ball? Pittman got it on a ricochet and double teamed, and he gets the first down. At the 34, he got 4 yards. That is unbelievable. And quickly they assemble at the line. No huddle. First and 10. Steeler 33. Shotgun is low to Ryan. Grabbed from behind. Fumbled the ball and recovered by the Colts. Back at the 39. They lose 6. So now it'll be second down and 16. The clock is ticking. They've got 3 timeouts.
Highsmith was around the corner before Matt Ryan even got the football, it seemed like. Great play there. He's been great all year long.
They move the ball back now to the 40. We're at second down and 17. 1 minute to go. Shotgun snap to Ryan. Down by 7. Pressure. Now he's going to run for the 40. Down the middle to 30. Tucks the ball under and dives to the 25. White helmet first, and he goes to the 25 of Pittsburgh and hits the deck. Runs right there for 15. Third down and 2. Clock ticking to 40 seconds. Down by 7. Colts are on the move. They mark the ball at the 26 of the Pittsburgh Steelers. In the gun, Ryan. Hands off. Taylor grabbed from behind by Highsmith. Brings him down. And Indy's got to take a timeout, and they do. And it's 4th and 3, and the ball at the 27 of Pittsburgh. For Indianapolis, trailing 24-17.
Highsmith on the sack. Went around the outside, and he comes back on this play. Gives a little step to the outside, and
it was deflected by Watt, wasn't it, on that little pass?
On that 4th down, it was definitely deflected. And I thought maybe the deflection was going to bring Pittman back across the line, but got just enough right there. Matt Ryan with the big run, and then handed it to Jonathan Taylor. I was going to say, Highsmith does a great job of taking that step to the outside and then cutting back underneath the offensive tackle to meet Taylor in the backfield and force this 4th and 3.
Colts have 2 timeouts. 4th down and 3. 27 of Pittsburgh. They need to get inside the 24. Ryan in the gun. 4 wide. There's the snap. It's low. 4-man rush. Blocked by the left tackle. Ryan throws a wild pass. Far side leaping attempt. It's incomplete. Going for Paris Campbell on the far sideline. On downs it goes to the Steelers. On a pass to the sideline for the double-teamed wide receiver Paris Campbell at about the 20 of Pittsburgh. On downs, the Steelers get it back, and the Steeler defense holds.
Man, there's a lot of contact on this throw as Matt Ryan had to buy some extra time and put it out there. Man, the throw brought Paris Campbell back to the inside, but man, there was a lot of contact there by Sutton. Could have very easily seen a flag come out, and I wouldn't have argued about it.
So the Steelers take over. Indy with 2 timeouts. Clock at 24 seconds. They're in the victory formation. Pickett is under center and goes to a knee. And the Colts are going to let the clock run, and this baby is over. And coming from behind, the Pittsburgh Steelers have won it and will go to 4-7 with a 24-17 win over the Colts. We've hit zeros on the clock, and it's in the books. Pittsburgh wins it by 7.
Well, we saw some good things tonight from both teams. Pittsburgh started out fast. Like what I saw from Kenny Pickett. Thought he was in control most of the night. They ran the football extremely well. I liked how Indy came back in the second half. Started to establish themselves a little bit. We're just going to look back at that fumbled in exchange between Taylor and Matt Ryan inside the 10-yard line. And it really became the difference in the game. Just little mistakes like that. And you often see it from bad teams. Things that you just can't have happen down there in the tight red zone happen in situations like this, and it ended up costing them a football game.
Well, this was a tough loss for the Colts, who lost by 1 to the Eagles here last week, 17-16, and they lose tonight. And the Colts now drop to 4-7-1. They have lost 5 of 6. And the Steelers who had been losing on the road and losing overall, will go to 4-7. And on the road, they go to 2-4. And tonight, they got a nice performance from Benny Snell, who scored a touchdown for the first time in about 2 years for him. He carried it 12 times for 62 yards, and Pickett was 20 of 28, no turnovers, 174, and a win in his 7th career start. So our guest down below is the terrific rookie out of the University of Georgia, George Pickens, who tonight had 3 receptions for 57 yards, a beauty down the sideline for 35. And, George, thanks for joining us tonight. And a terrific win for your team. Boy, you're right on the edge. You're still on the outside of the playoffs looking in. But this is a game you had to have, and you got it.
Yeah, man. First of all, I want to thank God, man. And, you know, like you said, it was a game that we had to win. You know, a game that we wanted to win indeed. And that's what we came out here and did.
It seems like, George, that you and Kenny have a great rapport. From the time that he came in as the starter, you've kind of been his go-to guy. Where did that develop between the two of you?
I'll probably say training camp, man. As soon as Kenny, you know, we got the training camp together, we always wanted to build that communication and that chemistry off start, you know, off rip. And I feel like that's what we did, and, you know, it kind of showed tonight on the biggest stage in the clutchest moments.
And you got to be excited about where this offense can go. When I look around this team, a lot of young pieces right there. Do you guys talk about that a lot? Like, hey, we might not be there yet, but we see that the future could come very, very quickly with this group?
Oh, yeah. We always talk about that. We always talk about this program and this offense being the next offense for the next 5 years because we are a young group, and we kind of want to improve on the future things, the things that we can see down the road, the things that we can get better on down the road, and that's what we're trying to do right now, but you can only take one day at a time.
That was a terrific 2-point conversion you caught in the end zone. That was a tough catch, but you got it, and it proved to be very important tonight.
Oh, yeah. Plays like that is kind of the plays you need to have because you can see now the Colts came down on that last drive. If they would have scored, it would have been 24-24, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So with us getting that 2, it kind of improved, and I kind of look at 2-point conversions as a touchdown.
George Pickens, one of the great stories tonight in this win for the Steelers, 24-17. George, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
George Pickens, the rookie out of Georgia. He was the 11th receiver taken, but he's one of the best he's proven to be as a second-round pick out of the University of Georgia. Part of the Steelers, 24-17, come-from-behind win over the Indianapolis Colts. And back with more of the postgame show in a moment. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We'll get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we'll take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. You can learn more about our battery selection at AutoZone.com. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2021.
Time to fire up your laptops for Cyber Monday savings, because the Home Depot has the tools to make your holiday magic with new savings every day. So start clicking and adding everything you need for the tech lovers in your life. Or grab one of our nailers, combo kits, or trimmers to surprise any doer on your list. Everything you need for the holidays is just a click away with free delivery on eligible online items. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
I wanted to know why some people who get COVID-19 get it so bad. I found out it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, smoking, and asthma. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, there are things you can do, like asking your healthcare provider if an authorized oral treatment is right for you. Learn about an option at treatcovid19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Now streaming on Paramount Plus.
a new movie from producers LeBron James and Marseille Martin.
Let's take it up a notch.
Callie's the gamer.
You play Madden? Girls play video games too.
Her dad's an NFL player.
The Falcon. Coleman's on bullshit.
Now she's about to take control in real life.
You can control me on the field?
Marseille Martin, Omari Hardwick, and Kelly Rowland star in Fantasy Football.
What is the secret? Playing a lot of Madden.
Original movie directed by Anton Cropper. Now streaming on Paramount Plus.
You might get wireless data everywhere, but do you have to use it all the time? If that's not really you, there's TracFone. You can get the same nationwide 5G coverage as big carriers, but you pick a plan that you need for a lot less. Unlimited talk and text plans start at $15 a month, no contract. And now get a Nokia C100 for just $39.99. TracFone. Now you're in control. While supplies last, 1 month equals 30 days. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
SimpliSafe was named the best home security of 2022 by U.S. News & World Report. But we don't do what we do for the accolades. We do it to protect you and everything you love. Our advanced sensors and HD cameras are powered by 24/7 professional monitoring for fast emergency dispatch. Visit simplysafe.com/holiday to get 40% off any new system today. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
We're back in downtown Indianapolis where the Pittsburgh Steelers have won over the Indianapolis Colts 24-17. The Steelers had lost their previous 4 straight games on the road, and they break it tonight, and they now go to 4-7 overall after losing in a close one to Cincinnati last week. 24-17 the final, Steelers over the Colts. As we check the final stats, sponsored by KFC's $5 Famous Bowl. Gift yourself something extra tasty this holiday season. Packed with creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, cheese, and gravy, all for just $5. That is finger-licking good. Kurt, I just found out what you're going to get from me in your stocking this holiday season.
All right.
And you're going to like it. Pickett tonight was 20 of 28, 174 through the air. Kurt and I had a long talk about Kenny Pickett before the game, and he likes him, and he's going to give you a reason here in just a second, which I found was fascinating. Snell tonight had to come in when Najee Harris was injured in the first half with an abdominal injury, left the game. Harris carried 10 times for 35. He did have a touchdown run, but Benny Snell, who hadn't had a touchdown in 2 years, carried it 12 times, Kurt, for 62 yards, averaging over 5 yards a carry. He was huge. They could plug him in and replace the injured Najee Harris.
Yeah, he played really well. And we knew that it was going to come down to winning the trenches. Both teams needed to run the football to help their quarterback, and the team that ran it better ended up winning this football game. But you mentioned it. It was a number of different guys running back by committee, and all of them came in and made some big plays for the Steelers.
Yeah, McFarland, in fact, carried it 6 times for 30 yards. He was effective, too. Receiving, we told you about Pickens, 3 for 57. Deontay Johnson, their number 1 receiver, 5 catches for 49. By the way, now that Chase Claypool's a Chicago Bear and gone, Pickens becomes the number 2 receiver. And Kurt was talking to George Pickens about his relationship with Kenny Pickett, the rookie quarterback, and that is going to be something to watch over the years as it develops. Freiermuth, the tight end, 3 catches for 39. And Pickett tonight, through the air, hit 10 different receivers. But those are just some of them right there. And the rushing attack of the Steelers tonight effective, Kurt, 172 yards on the ground by committee. Ooh. They average 159 coming in the last 4 games. 172 is a great number for them.
Well, it is. And, you know, this team, over the years, you think about the Steelers, and what do you think about? Running the football and playing good defense. And it's what they've been able to do here the last few games, kind of getting back to that, taking some pressure off of their young quarterback. So you notice, we didn't talk about Kenny Pickett having to throw the ball down the field a lot tonight. They ran the football, kept them in manageable situations. Defense played really well, took the pressure off the young kid, and he played a great football game.
By the way, they did all that offense against the number 5 Colt defense. So that's an impressive night for them. Matt Ryan, 22 of 34 through the air. A much better second half than the first, 199 yards. He did have a touchdown pass. And on the ground, Taylor, his 3rd straight 80-plus yard rushing game, 86 yards. He did have a touchdown run, and it was of 2 yards. Pittman caught a touchdown pass of 6. from the quarterback, Matt Ryan, tonight. Colt tight ends combined for 10 catches, 112 yards, and the big name there was the rookie out of UVA, Jelani Woods. 8 catches, 98 yards, as good a game as he's had. Pittman caught 7 for 61, and the aforementioned touchdown pass. And they were moving downfield, the Colts were, but they just couldn't get it late in the game, losing it on downs with a big stand on 4th and 3 by the Pittsburgh defense. Final again is in here in Indianapolis. Steelers 24, Colts 17. Time now, Kurt Warner, to select the Geico drive of the game.
Well, that one's easy. Obviously, we went back and forth in the second half a little bit, but the Colts coming back to take the lead 17-16, and you wonder how a young Pittsburgh Steeler offense is going to respond. They come back the very next drive of the game, starting in the third quarter, finishes in the fourth. 11 plays, 75 yards, takes 5:21 off the clock, and it's a Snell 2-yard TD run, and then add the 2-point conversions from Pickett to Pickens on top of it. It was just a great response, and that is the drive of the game.
Drive of the game sponsored by Geico. Whether you rent or own, Geico makes it easy to bundle home and car insurance. Having a home is hard work, so get a quote at geico.com. That is easy. 24-17, Steelers win it, going to 4-7, 2-4 on the road, and the Colts fall to 4-7-1. We'll continue with more of our postgame show from Indianapolis. But first, let's give our local stations a chance for a message. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Hy-Vee makes grocery shopping easy with Hy-Vee Aisles Online. Just order online, schedule a pickup or delivery time, then leave the shopping to us. Download the new Hy-Vee Aisles Online app or go to HyVeeAislesOnline.com. It's easy to create and save grocery lists, shop the sales, and get fuel savers. Plus, with Hy-Vee Aisles Online, pickup is free on orders over $30, and delivery is free with the membership. Save time. Shop online with Hy-Vee Aisles Online.
It's time for a new kind of credit card. One that's with you where you are, wherever life leads. The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO earns you unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase, every day, every step of the way. For important information and limitations regarding the rewards program, visit fnbo.com/evergreen for complete details. From the great big small bank, ever ready for you to earn more so you can do more. Only with Evergreen by FNBO. Learn more today at fnbo.com/evergreen.
This is Miles with Larry's Heating and Cooling. It's gonna get cold. Gas rates are high, but Larry's can help. If you purchase a furnace and AC, we'll upgrade the AC to a heat pump for free. Combine that with tax credits up to $2,000, Lennox rebate up to $1,200, a Lennox instant rebate up to $500, and up to $1,000 in utility rebates on heat pumps in certain rural areas. This is a great time to buy, so call us today. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Ask Todd, Chad, or Roger at Smith Insurance in Yankton if auto owners make sense for you.
Welcome back to Monday Night Football on Westwood One. It's time for our Wrangler highlight of the game.
Rookie quarterback Kenny Pickett is in the gun. 4 wide, shotgun snap, handoff, Snell runs laterally, cuts over the left tackle, touchdown Steelers. A 2-yard touchdown run on a good cut by Benny Snell, and the Steelers have recaptured the lead. Steelers got the lead right there, and they wouldn't let go. They also got a 2-point pass on a 2-point conversion to Pickens from Pickett, as we talked about earlier, to go up 24-17. That was our final, and that's the highlight of the game, sponsored by Wrangler. 75 years of history and still blazing trails. Check out Wrangler.com today to discover new styles and all the latest denim trends. Wrangler, for the ride of life. So we've talked about this one. By the way, the Colts in their 9th one-score game out of the 12 they have played, and this was a tough one. And Jeff Saturday now, the interim head coach, has gone 1-2. And you were talking before about, a guy with no coaching experience getting this job and had some pretty definitive thoughts on it before the game.
Well, I mean, I just think for me, I just want the best guys to have the opportunities to be in those positions. And, we've talked about it for a long time about minorities getting better opportunities. We all want to see that happen. I understand, that that's the coaching tree that a lot of people think, hey, you need to start at this position and you need to work your way up. I've always felt there has to be some qualification for playing this game. I don't think there's any question in my mind that I could step in, and not necessarily in a head coaching role, but step into a prominent coaching position at the NFL level and do a great job, because I learned how to do it. I was a part of practices. I understand the game like very few understand the game. And so I don't think you should be disqualified for a position like this because you haven't been a head coach in the past. I think he talked about his experience playing the game, being around other great coaches, other great people. And we're always going to have the debate. But the bottom line is, I think we need to open this up to go, it doesn't matter what you've done in the past. If you're the right person for the job, you should have the opportunity to hold that job and see if you can do a good job. So I think we need to open up, more opportunities for different people. I talked to a lot of NFL players that want to get into coaching and believe they could do a great job, but they believe they should start at a certain spot because they've given 10 years, 12 years, 15 years to this game and feel like that's part of their qualifications, part of their resume to step into coaching positions.
24-17 the final, as the Steelers beat the Colts and Jeff Saturday, who Kurt was just talking about. Time now to select Kurt, our Navy Federal Credit Union Defender of the Game.
I'm going to pick Alex Highsmith, and he had 6 tackles, he had 1 sack, he had a forced fumble, and I think maybe the biggest play that he made was on that last drive after Matt Ryan had that scramble. They were in a 4th and 1 situation. They handed it off to Jonathan Taylor. He beats the tackle to the inside and forces a 4th and 3. It was ultimately the 4th and 3 that they didn't complete the pass to Paris Campbell that finished the game. But there was a lot of little plays like that by Alex Highsmith in the game today that I thought were difference-making plays and helped them get the win.
He is our Defensive Player of the Game. Sponsored by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, the DOD, veterans, and their families. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. All right, let's widen our lens here at the NFL. Let's stay in the AFC since we have the 2 teams tonight, Steelers and Colts, going at each other. Kansas City rolling along at 9-2, and you've got Miami and Buffalo at 8-3. So there is some sheep, it seems like, at the very top of the conference.
Well, it's going to be fun to see how this plays out. You talk about Buffalo and Miami. Some people are wondering if Miami could be, the best team or could be the best team to compete with Kansas City. You look at Cincinnati, who's played really, really well as of late and is hot, and now they're tied, record-wise with the Baltimore Ravens at the top of that division. So I'm excited to see how this thing is going to play out. We got some good teams. The New York Jets obviously sit there just outside, of that mix in the East. But Mike White played great football yesterday from the quarterback spot, and they felt like if they got good quarterback play to go with that defense, they could be competitive. So I like the way that the AFC is shaking out. I think it's going to be a very, very interesting back half of the season and an interesting playoff.
Yeah, 6 AFC teams have 7 or 8 wins, and you can go right down to the 9 wins of Kansas City, 7 by Tennessee, 7 for Baltimore and Cincinnati, 7 for the Jets, and 8 apiece for Miami and Buffalo. What about the Jets quarterback situation? What Mike White did, again, coming in and getting a terrific win for them.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great performance, and obviously with all the talk about Zach Wilson and Mike White this past week. But I also just kind of like, okay, it was one game. It went really, really well. We can't define everything by that. Let's see how Mike White plays down the stretch, if they can hold on to that position there. But I do. I look at those AFC teams and even the Jets that I don't think can really make a championship run. But I believe that Jets defense can show up. They can run the football, and they could beat one of these teams come playoff time. And so, New England, if they're able to sneak in, we know their defense can be really, really good at times. Their offense has gotten a little bit better over the last couple of weeks. So, again, I'm excited to see how this plays out because I think that the AFC is really, really wide open.
Kansas City would be the 1 seed. Jets would be the 7 seed on the outside looking in. 8, New England, 9, Chargers with the win in Arizona yesterday. In the NFC, we've got all 4 NFC East teams currently in a playoff slot of the 7 available.
Yeah, I look at the NFC, and I don't see it being quite as open as the AFC. You've got Washington and the Giants and Tampa Bay even who are leading their division, and I don't know if any of those teams are really great teams. They're finding ways to win and keep themselves in this position, but they've got to get better down the stretch if I'm going to think that any of those teams have a chance to compete. Now, those teams there at the top, Philly, really, really good team. Minnesota has shown that they can kind of live up to the part. I'm not sure I'm convinced fully, but they continue to make some plays. San Francisco, a lot of people think, may end up being the best team in the NFC when it's all said and done. And then the Dallas Cowboys, even though they've been a little bit up and down, I believe they have the pieces to compete in the NFC. So I look at those 4 teams kind of being the pick of the litter right now, and I want to see how the rest of those, the playoff spots shake out.
Niners seem dangerous, don't they? They're really kind of putting things together here.
Yeah, I mean, I think coming in, we all saw this coming, and I think it's going to come down at the end of the day for us to say, like I think we've said for the past 3 years, how does Jimmy Garoppolo play? Right? Do we get the best of Jimmy Garoppolo come playoff time? And if we do, with Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel and the way that defense is playing, a lot of people are going to pick San Francisco to come out of the NFC or at least get to the championship again against Philadelphia. And, man, wouldn't that be a great game? Both teams can win in the trenches. Quarterback play. I mean, it's going to be fascinating. But yeah, I like San Francisco a lot right now.
Philly would be 1, Vikings 2, Niners would be 3. All 4 teams in the NFC South are under 500, and all 4 teams in the NFC East are over 500. So it's going to be a terrific month of December into January, and we will be here to chronicle it for you. We'll see you next week in Tampa, right? You're going to be down there?
We will. Let's see if we can get the good Tampa next week.
Yeah.
I'd like to get the good Tampa and see if they can turn the corner, because any team with Tom Brady come playoff time makes it more interesting.
I would agree. Have a good trip back to Phoenix. We'll see you next week in Florida. That is Kurt Warner wrapping things up when we return to Indy. Once again, 24-17 the final score. The Steelers beat the Colts. You're listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood 1.
When you love riding a motorcycle, you want to ride it everywhere, even to a physical.
Let's check your weight. Hop on the scale. Look at that. You're down a few pounds.
Oh, yeah. Must be the new carbon fiber wheels.
And when you love saving money, you want to save even more. That's why Geico makes it easy to bundle your motorcycle and car insurance.
I'm going to prescribe 91 octane for your engine knock, and we'll want to see you again in 3,000 miles.
Kickstart your savings with Geico Motorcycle. Bundle and save on the things you love.
Today on Hey Culligan, why does your team stink? Here's Coach Waters.
Hey Culligan, yeah, my team stinks.
Ooh, harsh.
No, I mean they stink. They won't hit the showers because it makes their skin all dry and itchy.
Coach, it sounds like your guys have been hit hard by hard water.
You kidding me? Hard water?
Yep, so let's call an audible in the form of one Culligan Smart High-Efficiency Water Softener to get the smooth back in their skin and the stink out of your team.
Okay, Culligan, I'm putting you in.
Coach, we're already on the way. Kick things off with a free in-home water test from a local Culligan water expert at Culligan.com.
This holiday season, switch to Boost Mobile and get a single-line unlimited plan for $25 a month and
a partridge in a pear tree
coverage on America's largest 5G networks.
How about 7 swans of swimming?
No, but if you're not satisfied within the first 30 days, Boost gives you your money back.
Turtle doves, French hens?
The lowest truly unlimited plan on the market. One line for $25 a month when you switch.
I'll take it.
Boost Mobile. Unleash your power. Limited time offer. New customers only. One line for $25 per month with autopay. Device must be returned in like new condition. Monthly service refunded via e-gift card. Additional restrictions apply. See your local Boost Mobile store for details.
Where can you Black Friday even more for even less? Lowe's, actually. Save on a Craftsman 51-piece gunmetal chrome mechanics tool set. Was $94.98, now $49.98. Or a Craftsman 20-volt drill kit, now just $59. And get festive with a holiday living 7-foot Lewiston pine pre-lit artificial tree, now only $99. Black Friday is now. Don't miss the deals at Lowe's. Home to any possibility. Offer valid through 11/30. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Final score from Indianapolis. Steelers 24-17 over the Colts. You've been listening to Westwood One's coverage of Monday Night Football. Tonight's broadcast has been sponsored by Progressive Insurance, Wrangler Jeans, CDW, Barbasol Shaving Cream, by AutoZone, by Culligan Water, and by NFL.com. Like to thank our terrific crew for tonight. Back in Los Angeles, studio coordinator Art Martinez. Production assistance provided by Nathaniel Finch and Kevin Messenger. Our statistician, Ethan Cooperson. Engineer, Jake Robinson. Pre-game and halftime producer, Brian Finkelstein. Production supervisor, Aaron Cummins. Coordinating producer, Mike Eby. The executive producer of Westwood One Radio Sports is Howard Deneroff. Be sure to join us later this week for Thursday Night Football. It's an AFC East rivalry matchup as the Buffalo Bills take on the New England Patriots. Coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern. Then, Sunday night, these same Indianapolis Colts travel to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And finally, 1 week from tonight, we will be in Tampa for the Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Pre-game coverage with NFL Network's Rich Eisen kicks off at 7:30 Eastern. You can catch all these games right here on many of these same stations. Also on the NFL app, or streamed live for free on our website, westwoodonesports.com. Once again, the final score from Indianapolis. Pittsburgh 24, Colts 17. Now for Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner and Rich Eisen, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for joining us, coast to coast and around the world. You've been listening to Monday Night Football on Westwood One Radio Sports.